This is that Game Pass
What is it?
and all the Bioshocks, Borderlands, NBA 2K16, WWE 2016.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a lot said over the week. Myself, Alex, have been receiving death threats.
They hate my ass.
Well, they hate me because of you. Alex, you're hated in these gaming streets, man. They said that you were a moron, a jackass. You rode donkeys all your goddamn life, and you have a third grade in minimum education. Now
Yeah.
listen here, you're gonna be here today to set the record straight. I have Hebot back on the show, and they're gonna have a one-on-one debate. I have some topics here.
A peaceful debate. A peaceful debate.
Peaceful. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I don't want these guys to just think I'm out here just rambling the streets like a chicken.
I think you are. You don't have any respect.
Oh, yeah. Alex wants to be the champion of WCW.
Ooh. Stupid, bro.
See what you gotta understand. I'm trying to get it right fit in.
Also, too, we got a few topics we're going to talk. We had some interesting Scorpio news for those that have come out.
Yeah.
The leak. And now they say keep posted so you better pre-order the goddamn console. So we're getting closer and closer to that. What else? I guess a few things. Let's get right into it. So anyway, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys both the same question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to give you guys the opportunity to to answer both questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also I'll flip it. I'll let you guys ask each other a question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I assume that Alex, you're team pony all day, right? You out there with that PlayStation life still, right?
This is my preferred console, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and he bought you personally the Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So anyway, get right into it. Start up this.
Jen,
Yes.
before you start off real quick,
Yes.
because I don't want to stay on camera the whole time looking for Gazy, but anyway, since I had a lot of death threats and shit like that, because I was.
Too?
Yeah, I had a lot.
No way. For
You know
what?
what I'm saying? Because Alex, you got fans out there, my nigga.
Wait. Alex got fans?
He got fans. Cause he's like, Alex, he gonna troll the shit out of Hebot. I was like, listen, man, why can't we have a debate that's actually knowledgeable? Let's see what this kid is all about. Give him a chance. Let's see. Because under the heated moment in debate, you say stupid shit, you get involved. It is what it is. But it's still gaming. We can pop shit because it's all, it's console warning. It's all for fun. So this is what I had to do, Jen, in tribute to Alex, right? Tribute to Alex. I had to change my slogan, and this is my slogan now. So
Okay. Man.
Here we go. Let's see. Wait. Oh my God. See that?
I'll wipe my ass with your feelings. He's starting out, ladies and gentlemen, with disrespect. He's coming out swinging.
All the haters,
with
all the
fucking
haters, all the Hebot haters. That's all.
Let me give my man Hebot around the fucking He's coming out, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, he about to dye his hair blonde, be to the Ralph Lundgren.
Yo, Hebot told me, listen, let me tell you something. I'm a little behind the scenes, man. Hebot told me personally he's gonna wipe his ass with the sleeve of Alex's shirt and made him put his shit back on.
Oh shit.
Going the fuck down. No, so, ladies and gentlemen. So, who would like to go first? With Alex? I'm gonna ask you guys the same. Well, I'm gonna take the question, then you guys can, both answer. You want to go first, Alex, or you want Hebot? Who want to go first?
I'll let him go first.
All right. Okay. He said, "Beauty before the beast." Okay, my man. Here's the question, right? This generation, this is what, the 8th generation that we're in, right?
I think so. 9th? I think it's 9th.
8th and
For
9th.
Nintendo's the 9th. For us, it's the 8th.
Okay, 8th generation. Okay. In your honest opinion,
this to me, right, Jen?
Yeah, it's both of you. In your honest opinion, who has the better console and why?
Like in overall, in general?
Yeah, overall. Like who has the better console and why?
Well, listen, the Xbox One is the better product in many ways because they have solid and real AAA titles that have been coming out consistently since the launch. Even their indie titles. The indie titles have been really heavy as well, but like top quality, like something like Ori and the Blind Forest. Ori and the Blind Forest cost them, I think, damn near almost $5 million to make. So I don't consider that a small indie title. I consider that at least a double A or single A tier. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of people may not have played it, but it is quality, and you can see it when you play it. The orchestrated music, the art direction, the art style, the drawing, you know, the gameplay, everything. It's like almost like Castlevania. Plus, you know, it's no secret they have dedicated servers, which all the games that are online heavy or even co-op heavy, they run better. You know, they actually run better in every way, shape, or form, especially those with the dedicated servers, because they're online. If you look at their games like Halo, you look at their games like, you know, Gears, they run almost flawlessly because they're on those online servers. Even something like Titanfall 1, when it first was when it first came on the scene, because it was only a multiplayer game. Even Battlefield, you get the gist of it. They have the better online. They even won an award for it just recently. They tested both networks. And, you know, feature-wise is also something that's been improving since they announced the, you know, the updates. Now, we all got to understand that when it first came out, since the console was constructed around the Kinect, because of the Kinect selling over 8 million, you know, pieces, they figured, well, let's do something, a better Kinect, way more advanced, and maybe, you know, it'll pick up with the vision that we had, because they had a lot of dope shit. You remember, Jim, when they did the launch of what you were able to do to set up parties hours in advance. But once they saw the people weren't ready, they had the backlash. Obviously, they had to reconstruct the whole ecosystem. They had to reconstruct the whole construct, if you will, of the whole console. They just had to, and it took them time. And some places they couldn't even release it because they, you know, the Connect and the language barrier. With some places they couldn't translate all languages because they were not allowed or whatnot, you know, and things like that. Now, as far as the PS4, I know that it has a more worldwide appeal, but it's always been that way, you know. It's because, you know, Japan, you know, they basically stick to themselves. China hasn't had consoles over there for over 10 years or more than that. I think just recently when they released, that's why they was kind of big when they first released both platforms. You know, the ecosystem itself, you know, the online, when you talk to your buddies, just set up a lot more player-friendly, easier. You have a lot less hiccups. You know, you have the backwards compatibility, which is a great feature for all those who didn't play a lot of backlog, because, you know, the 360 had damn near 800 games, maybe more, that people didn't get to play. So it's a great option if you own like, that's for me, because I told you guys, I own like 2,000 games over, and I have a lot of games that I never got to finish on 360. Obviously, but I bought them. You know, I supported them, bought them when I thought they were good, and, you know, I still have them there, and I get an opportunity to finish them. You just pop it in, boom, and they have even better performance in some cases, which is also good and awesome. Even with the S, they take advantage of stuff like the upscaling of the hardware through, you know, to 4K. Even though it's minute, but you still see it. It's nice, and the stability upgrade of the hardware itself. Then you got, you know, a nice option of going out and buy a nice, controller that's elite, and that it's not even aftermarket, but it has better quality than those of the aftermarket at a better, cheaper price. They have patented, obviously, 52 patents of the SCUF, so now they kind of own almost half of SCUF, so that's another thing they're making money as well. You know, the UWP, I'm not a big fan of, but I understand why it is, because they've always been, you know, Microsoft is always about Windows and the Windows application before anything else, before they even got into gaming. So they're trying to keep that market happy. But at the same time, I think the other moves they're making, they're trying to set up to also cater to the console gamers. But with the Scorpio now having much more efficiency, much more power, I think that's a move they're doing because they want to show the console gamers, hey, listen, we care about you. You don't have to go out and buy a PC if you can't afford it, or if it's too nuisance to you. Here's this console, you know, you can buy it at a good, reasonable price or at an affordable price, and we're going to have all these games that was lined up from day one, from the launch of the Xbox One all the way to what's going on from 2018 and 17 further and beyond on the console at the highest specs or whatever the case may be. Now, this is what they're claiming. These are the proofs are coming out. We don't know for sure yet until we actually see But based on Microsoft record, they usually don't have a tendency to just bullshit or give you the runaround. The updating, they listen to the community. I got great customer service when it comes to the console. Anything that goes wrong, they're there to help you. And the AAAs, man, they have good AAAs. They have good IPs they brought out. Unfortunately, because the numbers don't show on MPD, we don't really know them because a lot of people this generation are buying digital. Digital's heavy for a lot of people because it's very convenient, and I understand why, even though I don't agree with it, because if our licensings are lost in the future because of something stupid like music or because somebody's likeness in a character, somebody passes away, we lose those games. We can't retrieve them back unless, we already own the property like on 360. That's why I like the way they did the system with the giving you free games on 360, because even now, when you download them, they're yours. No matter what, they stay locked onto your account as long as you don't forget your password. The party chat system is dope. It's good that you could go up to 16 players, but I think that's more for like when you have those, like when you do tournaments, but when you're talking with your friends, like your boys chilling, hanging out like we tend to do here in these podcasts, it's better when it's less people because they get kind of chaotic and you can't really talk to everybody and they just get nuisance and some people are annoying. They consider they're too loud in the background, whatever the case may be. It's so much things, man. It's so much things. I mean, the PS4 is definitely a good console. I own the console. They have some awesome features like the YouTube streaming, but that's something that's not Microsoft.
Don't go into the PS4 shit yet, because I guess I'm going to ask you about that.
Sure, no problem. But just to give you an idea, because it's based off the first question, something like YouTube, right? A lot of people be like, "Oh, but why the Xbox don't got the YouTube streaming?" It took them a while to get it, but it's not Microsoft's fault because I think they asked Mike Jabbar about it. He said you got to ask them because they're the ones who take care of the apps. And like the 60 frames per second, when you're viewing something, same thing. We don't got that yet. I think PS4 has been holding it down with that for like maybe a little over a year. And just the diversity too, because the PS4 has more Japanese games, but that's because what I've said before in other podcasts. They can't force these guys to put it in there if they don't want it there. And obviously, Microsoft does have Japanese titles. We got things like Enigma. We got things or Anima rather. I'm sorry. We got things like Clash Attack on Titans, Blaze Blue, Berserk. No, but they said that they wanted to bring it out, and so same thing with Nier. But it's a sales shit. If it sells better on PS4 and PC, they'll consider bringing it out to the Xbox, which I think is stupid because it shouldn't be that way. But yeah, that's how I feel.
Overall, so you the Xbox is better games in your opinion and better services.
Well, it's better. And plus, the console's reasonable price, right? And I'm sorry I'm taking long. It has built-in HDR. It has a 4K player for all those who like movies still. It has 4K streaming, and it has 2 4K frame buffers. In reality, you can have games like a Recore or even Cuphead running native 4K because Phil said it in the article with the 4K frame buffers, but they're not pushing that agenda because they know they got Scorpio coming out. They said if the developers choose to put it on, they can. It's there. The option's there. Maybe developers don't feel it's worthy because now they're working on Scorpio.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. It depends.
All right.
But that's how I feel. Yeah.
Okay. Alex.
What's up, bro?
I understand that you got hurt over the week, but you're okay, right? You're all right right now, right? You cool? You good?
What? This guy's retarded, bro.
You said your foot was swollen or some shit, but you right,
right? You talking about the wrong guy, bro.
You motherfuckers, you Spanish motherfuckers looking like. But anyway, let me check it out. All right, my man, he bought this game with a lot. He went to the Old Testament to the New Testament. He was in Psalms just now, right? He said a lot.
Yeah.
Now listen here, man. He bought this like the Moses of this shit. He's very, very knowledgeable. We give you some facts, motherfucker. The facts.
Got you.
Now listen here. Are you ready?
Always.
In your honest opinion, you know what I mean?
What's up?
Besides you being racist and a fucking pony, why? Next gen just popped 2 pills. I'm about to start my shit. Why? You know what I mean? Y'all think I'm bugging. I'm dead ass serious. I didn't pop 2 Adderalls. Nah.
You gotta get ready.
I had to wake up, man. I ain't go to bed at 5 o'clock this morning, man.
It's that gaming life, dude.
Yeah. I was that bitch, man. I was hanging out with homos and black people's last night.
Oh shit! Damn.
So in your honest opinion, Alex Escobar, who has the better console and why?
Like I've always said, the PlayStation has always had the better console since day one.
Yeah.
Hardware, feature wise,
Yeah.
Share button, built-in battery inside the controller. You don't got to pop in double A's from time to time. You understand what I'm saying? We had the better third-party games. That's the reason why we've been rocking since day one. The better games were on the PlayStation 4, and then slowly but surely started hitting.
Exclusives, or what are you talking about? Overall exclusives? Or
I'm talking about third party right now. The better version came out on the PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Right. So as time went by, Sony had the better promotion when it came to their console, the better games when it came to third party, and as the years went by, they kept hitting you with little jabs, little games like Uncharted.
What? You say look about little games like Tropico 5 or Uncharted is a big hit. What are you talking about?
I say little. I mean that in a sarcastic way. I mean little as in Uncharted. You know what I mean? Last of Us remastered, Uncharted collection. The list goes on. And now this is their time to start punching some Microsoft in the face with the top hitters. You know what I mean? We got the God of Wars coming out. We got the Days Gone coming out. We got Detroit coming out. Nothing but exclusives. I think the reputation speaks for itself when you look at the catalog. And you know.
So are you saying that PlayStation has true exclusives and the Xbox doesn't?
Xbox right now, whatever they pulled out exclusively is shit that we already know about. They haven't really pulled out anything that's outside the box, and that's what I'm waiting on when it comes to Microsoft. Like Sony, if you look at their catalogs, there's games that's thinking outside the box. Games that you wouldn't think that they would come out with. You know what I mean? And right now, they coming out with those games like Detroit. They ain't no game on the Xbox that resembles that.
Yeah, D4.
You know what I'm saying? What was that?
D4. It's exactly like Detroit style.
Never heard of it.
It's a point and click movie style game, but it's more in anime style. But anyway,
that's not even the same type of game.
Yeah, Detroit for the guys who did Heavy Rain.
Yeah, but I understand that, but if you look at the aesthetics of what Detroit really is,
it's just more realistic looking. That's all it is.
Not even realistic looking. I'm talking about the gameplay. The gameplay is different. The gameplay is you choose the story, how it plays out. Yeah,
exactly. Just like D4. I know what I'm telling you. Anyway, finish your thing so I can rebuttal some of the stuff you said.
So you fucking destroy you.
You know, like I said, he complains about the PlayStation Online. I think the PlayStation Online has been spectacular. We coming back from the PS3 where they had, the whole PlayStation server get shut down. And then embarrassed that company to the point where they had to come back and gain that trust from the gamers. And they came out with PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus gave you all these free games every month, basically. And they gained that trust. And I feel like since then, the PlayStation Online has been better.
Oh, so let me ask you a question. So you're saying since when Sony, when the PSN went down, right? I'm trying to, see where you're going with this. You see, when the PlayStation N went down for 2 months, Sony came back and they were giving out free games, right?
Yep.
So then they had PlayStation Plus, and they were giving you free games every month, right?
Yep.
So what you're saying is that Sony maybe has set the standard, and Microsoft was forced to follow suit and copy off Sony. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they actually did though. Remember, after that, that's when the Xbox actually came on gamers with gold. Like when they came out with that service and they started to actually charge for PlayStation Plus, people looked at the value and said, "I'm better off going over here because at least, if I'm paying for online, I get these 2 games free every month." With the Xbox, they didn't offer you anything, and they started to notice that, and they took note and said, "You know what? It's time for us to do the same thing." There's a lot of things they actually took from the PlayStation. You know
wait.
As far as features, as far as services, I can go down a list if you want.
Because you said you were going to be as disrespectful with this podcast. So what you're trying to say with a straight face is that up in Renton, they was giving the Xbox gamers hard dick and bubble gum.
Hard dick and bubble gum with sunflower seeds. Hard dick and bubble gum with sunflower seeds.
So we were just playing for Xbox Live. No nothing. No blackjack.
There wasn't shit over there, bro.
Damn.
As a matter of fact, when I first purchased the Xbox, they didn't even have party chat. Like what?
What? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Xbox One.
Oh yeah, because they had to reconstruct it. Because
fuck out of here! How the fuck you really? That was one of the reasons why I had to get rid of that piece of shit. Because the shit didn't have party chat day one.
They had to reconstruct.
Well, they should
console.
explain that. It was a bad
Because
launch.
the console. Listen, if you're a gamer, like you're claiming
man.
you are, right?
I am a gamer,
Right?
a real gamer.
Okay, like you're claiming you are, right? You should know this by common sense. The console had to be reconstructed because it was designed to work with the Kinect at all times. That's how it was designed. It had DRMs on everything, and they had to reconstruct it. Now, if I may, I'm gonna rebuttal everything.
Man, bear with Microsoft,
Wait.
man. Niggas was getting niggas was out there buying dresses and malt liquor, getting hacked.
I'm gonna let you
Listen,
finish, but I ain't finished yet.
Oh,
When
okay.
they released this Xbox One,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the features that they were supposed to have didn't have it. So my whole thing is, why you release something to try to be, you know what I mean, head to head with what Sony came out with, and they didn't have none of that shit. And I feel like between the message they gave you at E3 with the DRM, then you release this bullshit console looking like a big ass VCR. You know what I mean? It was just a bad launch. It was a bad launch.
The size has nothing to do with
It has everything to do with it. Why you think they remodeled
That's
it?
why that console never gets hot.
So
and
why?
it's efficient. That's why it never has any problems.
So why didn't they?
Is the fan cooler that was
Okay.
in there? That's why it had the problem.
Okay.
To be fair, Alex has very small hands, and it was a struggle for him.
Oh shit! You stupid then. Listen, are you done yet, Alex, or no?
I'm still talking. I'm trying to get my shit through. You keep cutting me up.
All right. Go ahead.
You said it had to be fan cooled, right? So and why they had to come out with the Xbox One S if that was the case? Another refresh.
Listen, Alex, when you do a console, right? The R&D itself, the research and development takes at least 3 years. The Xbox One SDKs were out already for over a year. That's why there were primitive, meaning they were old already by the time these people got it in their hands. That's why a lot of games were coming out in 720p. But when Microsoft send over people like to developers at Destiny and Diablo, they send them over and they made the games run exactly like the PS4, because the way that the Xbox was constructed, was that you got to use the ESRAM, right? And you have other tools to enhance the graphics capability and the way it renders the pixels. That's why you have DirectX 12 capabilities, which wasn't ready yet, and that's why you have the cloud computing. Right from the launch, Crimson Dragon has cloud computing on the dragons. They keep evolving. I could go right now, and my dragon's been evolving since the last time I played it, because it's part of the cloud. Same thing with Forza. It's part of the cloud. That's why you had the drivatars. That's why they were able to run it in 60 frames in 1080p.
So they didn't have anything like that, does it? They don't have.
No, absolutely not. Now, what I want to touch back at Alex, what he said from the beginning was, let's get something very clear. Sony has never had a more powerful console than Xbox, ever.
Damn.
Ever.
This generation they never had that?
No, of course not.
This generation?
No, of course
How
not.
do you sit here and say that
I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain to you
Why
why.
you always
Xbox
at 900p?
I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to explain to you why.
900p, and you still at 900p.
I'm going to explain to you why. No, the only games that came out 900p are the games that were multi-plat, because the developers are not going to put the research to do extra work for the Xbox version if the Xbox One is not the leading platform. That's why they do it every generation. The difference was, though, with 360, they had 524 megs of RAM allocated just for the graphics, and that's why the games ran better. On the PS4, they only have 4. That's it. That's why, even though on paper it's supposed to have the cell processors, the 7 chips, it never ran efficient. I mean, that's why they didn't want to deal with it. It was too complex. It was almost like the Saturn and PlayStation effect when it first came out back then. The Saturn had 7 chips that you had to allocate your individually in order to get them work cohesively. And Sega did that. You know that the Saturn was just broke like 2 years ago. They finally broke the code to be able to emulate the games. That's how complex the Saturn was built. And you're talking about a console that's like 25 years old, because Sega did it because they were bootlegging their games, in Japan. So that's why they did that. Just and another thing is, just because a console sells more does not mean it's a better product.
How can you
the
not say
OG Xbox product? I'm gonna explain to you, Papi. I'm gonna explain to you. The OG Xbox was a monster compared to the PS2. Everybody knows.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir. Facts.
Yes, sir.
It came out later.
Facts.
It came out later.
Facts.
Yes,
came
but
out
it came
later.
out two. Yeah, you're right. It came out 2 years later. You're
So of
absolutely
course
right.
you're gonna have the better hardware. It's 2 years.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good point. But you
Facts.
said that the Xbox never had better hardware than PlayStation. So I'm explaining to you that
No,
from
I
the
said
beginning,
from this generation.
Oh,
I
you
never
meant
said
okay,
prior.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. My bad. I didn't. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No
But,
problem.
but what I'm trying to say is, from the OG was a more powerful console. It came out 2 years after the PS2, I believe. And when it came out, it still managed to establish almost 25 million units. Now,
Because
you're
of
talking
Halo.
about
Because of Halo.
no, but exactly. But imagine
One game
you're talking.
that y'all
You're
still
talking
dick riding
about
to this day.
You're talking about a game, a console, right? That was never nobody knew nothing about it. Microsoft was never on the scene. They were really doing it to compete with Apple. Okay, and then they munchlink Apple because Apple did something behind their back. The same way Apple was going bankrupt and Microsoft saved them. They loaned them $150 million. That's how bad and dope Microsoft been doing shit in this industry. Okay, because if Microsoft would have never came out, this industry would have still been with the Japs.
Oh shit.
We would have still been dated and old. Okay, now that's a fact.
Microsoft pushed the goddamn industry forward.
The same way, the same way Porter Rock, right? God bless him, wherever he may be. The same way Porter Rock, right, said that Microsoft made Sony better. That's a fucking fact. No, hands down. So now we'll go to the 360. Same thing, like I said. The 360 started the online arcade, which let people play old school stuff. Let the indie market move into the industry where they
okay,
play.
but where is it today? Where is that shit today?
Still there. The indie games on the Xbox One are more higher quality than the PS4.
You just said Xbox Arcade. Where's that?
But the Xbox Arcade is the indie market. Yeah, it's the same thing. They just changed the title.
All right,
that's all they did.
Why didn't they keep on with it? That's why I didn't understand. Why didn't they keep on?
They just changed the title of it. That's all. They just probably wanted to identify it differently with the Xbox One. But you, as a gamer, like I said, you should understand that. Now, to touch on what you said about the controller, the reason why the Xbox One controller has batteries is because that way you don't have to replace the entire controller. With the PS4. Because since the PS4 since the PS3, thanks all day. The PS4 since the PS3, once that controller got ruined, unless you're a tech, okay, I'm a tech, so I was able to fix it. But unless you're a tech,
that is smart.
You couldn't open it up and fix it. You had to replace it and buy another controller for $70.
And this is the reason why Sony masters their hardware from day one, because you never run into those issues.
Papa, you
never ran into an issue with my PlayStation controller.
Do you know how many?
Not even how many PS3 era. My shit never fucked up, bro.
You know how many? You know how many controllers I got damaged or got ruined on me on the PS3 just because I didn't use them? You got to understand, electronics.
I've never had that issue.
Let me explain something to you, puppy. Let me explain to you. I'm here to educate you. I'm here. Listen. And I'm here. And that's not disrespectful. I'm just telling you what I'm trying to do.
You can't educate a nigga that know what the fuck he's doing, man.
No, you don't, Alex. You don't. And I'm also here.
Bro, he's trying to show you how to load up the pistol, man.
Yeah. And I'm also here to lift up the spirits of my brother, man, Next Gen, because he's losing faith, hanging around ponies all the time. He's losing faith on the Xbox brand. Okay. So Next Gen, I'm here for you, brother.
Appreciate it.
You stupid, Alex. Anyway, it's so stupid. So listen. The reason why is because I had three PS3, and it's a true story, no bullshit. I had three consoles, right? 3 controllers on the PS3 that got ruined on me because I didn't use them. Because electronics, once you let it sit there too long and it accumulates dust. Dust has electricity and it burns the circuit inside the electronics, and that's what happens.
I've never had that issue, bro.
Oh yeah, well you use it,
and it hasn't even been a worldwide spread of that shit. So until then, Sony's gonna keep on with that technology.
Like I said, you use
Microsoft makes you.
If you choose,
and it would have been one thing. Listen, and it would have been one thing if Microsoft would have added the rechargeable battery and the wire to go with it. The fact that it ain't even into your console is
Alex,
you're bugging, bro.
Sony didn't even give you an HDMI cable when they got their console out. What are you talking about?
Shit.
That's how you sound.
When?
Your rebuttal to that. All of them. What are you talking
My
about?
PS4 came with an HDMI. What the fuck are you talking about?
My dude, the PS4 came out with an HDMI console, but not the PS3. Not when it first launched.
Because that wasn't the technology that was out.
It had a Blu-ray player. You could only run it with HDMI properly.
This guy's smoking
talking
crack,
about?
my nigga. You wildin', bro. Listen, at the end of the day, you sat here and said, "Oh, developers don't want to put their first foot forward for the Xbox, right?" So what makes you think I'm gonna do that for the Scorpio? Come on, dude. You're not even leading in platforms right now. So why the fuck would I do that?
We're getting to that point. I'm getting to you one to one. I'm getting to it one to one.
Same struggle you got right now.
The problem is you don't want to hear it. That's the problem.
I can hear whatever, but you're talking shit right now. You're talking a lot.
I'm not talking shit. I'm giving you the facts. Shit, you can look all this up. There's the facts.
Come on,
There's
bro.
Listen, when you have a controller, you do not want to replace it by having to go buy another controller because it's $70. When you have an Xbox controller, all you do, there's 70 and 60, depends which ones you get. Okay, you know what I mean. When you have an Xbox controller, all you do is go buy a battery. That's it. It's $10. That's all. $10.
Okay.
You think
so? Why did Microsoft? Why did Microsoft didn't bundle that shit up with your console?
Because they already gave you more than what you needed. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Alex, you had a listen.
And I'm gonna laugh when the Scorpio comes out and that controller comes out with a motherfucking battery put inside the controller. Then what you gonna say?
Alex,
it's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now.
The Scorpio doesn't even need to come out with anything. You know why? You know why?
Let's hear this.
Because everything that you own is compatible with it.
Okay. So you can keep going backwards.
It was said already years ago by Phil.
Okay.
With Scorpio,
PlayStation has a better DVR. Period.
Listen, Alex.
Oh shit.
You gotta buy everything brand new.
PlayStation has a better DVR.
With your PS4 Pro, you gotta buy a brand new console.
Chef Factory is better than that Upload Studio. Hands down.
Oh God, no, it's not because it has green screen technology. It has green screen technology. Chef Factory don't have green screen technology.
Yeah, because every gamer knows how to use a green screen. Come on, bro.
That shit is easy as hell. What are you doing? It does it by itself. That's easy.
To the masses. We're talking about the masses, not you, not he.
Me and Next Gen.
We talking about the masses.
Me and Next Gen did a video with a man that's in his 70s. Okay, I don't even gotta mention his name. Okay, while we were in our own house, we never fucking even met through fucking Upload Studios. Tell me if you could do that shit with Chef Factory. Hell fucking no.
Yeah, I'm in the video with a 70-year-old man who stole my likeness. I don't even remember that one.
No, because he's saying that the masses won't know how to use it. And the person I'm talking about is in his 70s and he know how to use it. What you talking about?
At the end of the day, every Xbox exclusive is on PC. So why the fuck would I want to own?
At the end of the day, PC is not a console. As long as it's not on PlayStation or the Switch, it doesn't matter. You can't play none of the exclusives on the Nintendo.
It does matter. So why does it make it exclusive?
So by your logic, what you're saying is that people are going to go buy PC over a console that
it's because they have options now. Why would I sit here and buy
Alex, Halo 5?
Listen.
It's not on PC. Halo 5 only has a mode.
Okay, so why the fuck? Listen, why the fuck would I buy?
That's a demo.
Why would I buy a console?
That's not the full game.
Listen, why would I buy a console that I gotta pay for Xbox Live when I could get it every exclusive on a PC and not pay for Xbox Live?
Alex,
think about that.
The reason why you pay for Xbox Live is because every console is on the same ecosystem. With PC, it's different for everybody. Everything they use is different. So Microsoft cannot afford to charge them because they don't know what people have, and people are just going to go somewhere else and buy another online system service. That's why they don't do it. On console, we're all playing the same console. That's why we have high security. That's why we never get hacked. That's why we never get our profiles messed up and we have to change them. Sony has had this issue since the PS3. So the PS3 ecosystem was designed like shit. And that is the reason why they gave you those games that you claim was a dope ass. They had no choice. They had no choice. Had to give you free games.
If your console was the better choice,
they had to give you free games because the online ecosystem.
I can't debate with this guy. He always want to talk over everybody. Like a fucking.
Go ahead,
listen,
Alex.
At the end of the day, if your console was so dependent where everybody wanted to play it, why your own Phil Spencer sitting and playing Zelda and what was it? A nice little game called
Horizon Zero Dawn. He's a nice guy.
No,
Alex, ain't a nice guy.
Spencer.
Listen, if your console is the shit, Halo War just came out. Why the fuck can't playing that bullshit?
You know what you're talking about?
Play that shit, bro.
Alex, you know what you're saying right now?
That's saying facts.
Alex, that's street talk.
It ain't street talk. It's facts, bro. What are you talking about?
Alex,
you don't see Nintendo.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Halo War just dropped.
Okay, Alex, listen to me.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Alex, Phil Spencer is making a 6-figure income smoking Cuban cigars. He don't give a flying fuck if he's saying that.
But y'all was dick riding Phil
And you
Spencer
want to know why
last
he's
year.
doing it?
Oh, he's gonna change the Xbox.
You want to know why he's
gonna
doing
do
it?
this. He's gonna do that.
Now
Now he's over here
it.
playing
Are you
kumbaya
fucking-
like your man.
Listen, he has changed it. He has changed it, and that's the whole point. Listen,
He's doing
Phil Spencer.
kumbaya because
You know why Phil Spencer? You know why Phil Spencer? You know why Phil Spencer
He wants
promotes?
out. He wants
You know
out.
why you know why he promotes Zelda and why he promotes Horizon and why he promoted Bloodborne and why he promoted fucking Uncharted. I'm gonna give you the answer right now.
So he wished
It's called
Xbox
Havoc.
had that shit.
It's called Havoc.
That's why.
They make money. Every fucking goddamn game you buy, they make money.
Okay.
It's called Minecraft. Every Minecraft game that's
Pay me.
And guess
They
what?
make money.
Every Blu-ray player that's in your Xbox,
Hey,
Sony makes
Alex,
money off that shit because they own the
Microsoft
technology.
is about, no, they don't. Blu-ray is not owned by Sony. Are you fucking crazy?
They
Are
started
you
that
nuts?
technology. They
Stop.
started
You
that.
started the technology of HD.
You want to bet that? I can
Toshiba?
Google that shit
My
right
nigga,
now.
it was Toshiba
I
and
I
NEC
can
that
Google it
started
right now.
that.
I can
Oh,
Google it
shit.
right now.
My nigga, the technology of HD was started by Toshiba and NEC, and that's why they had an HD drive for the 360. Which the
Sony has a better streaming service, period.
My nigga, streaming service.
What?
What are you talking about?
When you streaming your games,
Are you crazy?
Oh,
we
no.
got share. We have share play. Do you
Listen.
do you have share play? No.
My nigga,
Share
we
play-
share. I can share any game I want with one of my family members in my house. A full game, not just for 40 minutes. That's number one.
In your
Number
house.
two.
I'm talking about
Number two.
across the
No.
fucking world, bro.
Yo,
Oh, shit.
I could tell next gen, look, pop, I got this. This is my fucking shit. Go check it out.
Yeah, how you doing that? You gotta give them your account, don't you?
Exactly, because it's security. You
So why
can't
the
steal
fuck
nothing.
would I give you my
But
account?
it's
You
downloaded.
wallet.
It's
I could be a
free.
random person and say, listen,
It's
try this fucking
downloaded.
game out.
Alex,
You don't
it's
even gotta
downloaded.
down- What are you
Alex,
talking, bro?
it's
You're
downloaded.
bugging. You gotta
It's
give up your
down-
account. I don't gotta give up my account.
Listen,
I can
stop
just easily
getting-
hit the share
stop-
button.
Stop
Well, I
letting
mean,
your
not even
feelings-
go to the chat room.
Stop letting
Tell
your
them a fucking-
feelings. Stop
Who's in
letting
my
your
feelings,
feelings.
bro?
Stop
You're
letting
so
your feelings
crazy.
hurt you.
Because you're talking crazy, bro.
When
You're
you
talking
download it,
crazy. You're
when
talking
you
crazy.
download it, you have no latency. Streaming is garbage. You need high bandwidth.
First off,
And
it's
the
to try.
card
This
that's
is
in
what
the
you're not getting.
PS4
Now, this is the
listen,
problem. This is your problem. This is the problem.
the card
You're
that's
sitting
in
here
the
trying to say
PS4,
you're gonna have
the
your man
card
play
that's
a
on the-
full-length game. I'm sitting here trying
the
to tell you.
card
Listen,
that's on the
this is
PS4,
60
the
minutes, or
card.
whatever the fuck it is.
Listen,
Play
Alex,
it. This is what it is. This is
the
just to try
card-
it out.
the
Try
card
it
that's on-
out. Kind of like when my man's
the
bought Battlefield.
card
I
on
said,
the
I don't know. I'm not
PS4,
sure about Battlefield.
the
He says,
card
here, let's
that's on-
share play it. I played it. I didn't like it. That was the beautiful part about having
that whole system, that whole thing was if developers actually approved it, because that's anti-consumer. Because niggas could download the whole game and not go buy it.
Listen,
That's why they
this
no.
guy's
That's why
bugging.
Call of Duty only gave you like 3 tries.
You're a delusional Xbox fan.
No,
I
that's a
just wanna-
fact. No,
Okay,
you're hurt
no
within your
problem, bro.
feelings, son. You don't want to rationalize.
Never hurt about
You
what?
streaming with low
Money
latency.
in my pocket, bro.
When
You
you're
just sitting here and said the
low
other
latency.
podcast, you bought 2,000 games that you're not even playing, bro.
My nigga, I've been collecting since I was in the fucking 80s, dog.
You said collecting them.
That's why I have so
You
many
been
games,
collecting
dog.
dust, bro. What
And
you
you
talking
please,
about?
and you please talk with some education, dog.
Okay. What,
You're not
gamers
listening.
and education, my nigga? What the fuck are you talking about?
You're not a gamer, dog.
Okay.
I told you, you're a casual.
Okay, I'm a casual.
Okay,
All right.
you're a
No doubt.
casual.
No
Okay,
doubt.
Let me ask
No
you
doubt.
right now. I'm gonna prove it. Wait. I'm gonna prove it right now. You a fucking Sony head fanboy to the bone, right to the motherfucker.
I didn't even claim that. I said I prefer Sony
Wait,
over the
okay,
other
but
companies.
exactly,
Let me ask you a question.
you
Are
prefer
saying
Sony, right, all the way down to the
are
T.
you saying
All the way down to the
casual because he
okay.
bought-
bottom of the tooth.
Now, answer me a question.
is
Who's
he
the
casual
founder?
because he bought the Switch?
Okay. Well, the
no,
Switch is dog shit. I'm never gonna buy a console with no games because I can play Zelda on my Wii.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck if it's on the go. I don't want to play that shit when I'm taking a shit. What the fuck?
Oh.
The hell out of here. I'm a goddamn man. I'd rather fucking look at porn than fucking play my Switch.
Listen,
The
if
fuck
you-
out of here.
even if
Listen,
you compare
listen, I got
the
a question for
Xbox
you.
exclusive next to Sony's exclusive, them shits don't touch
You
them.
fucking-
Never.
You have no goddamn
Never.
longevity. They got nothing. They
How
got
you
no
thinking?
multiplayer aspect.
You had
They're all single player
Rise,
and
Son
they're
of
all
Rome,
boring.
Dead
They're all
Rising,
boring.
Titanfall
Boring.
1,
Boring.
Quantum Break,
Boring.
Recore,
Boring.
Gears of War 4, Forza 6, Forza Horizon 3. Come on,
What are
bro.
you talking about?
Halo Wars,
What are you talking
Crackdown.
about?
I'm talking about the
What are you talking
games.
about?
Some games don't match up with Sony's games ever.
Are you crazy?
Ever.
My
Never.
nigga, Quantum Break
Never.
alone.
The
Quantum
reason
Break
why there
alone
is a
shits on
Forza.
everything on
Listen,
Sony.
the reason why there is a
Quantum
Forza
Break
is because
alone
the games
shits on
like
everything on Sony's console.
what?
Quantum Break alone, from the uniqueness of the game and what it's doing when you're walking, everything's rewinding in real time, shits on everything that's on Sony. Everything. The fact that they added a real
So if
fucking
it was that
story,
great, why
movie.
nobody's talking about that bullshit right now?
My nigga.
Why?
Microsoft themselves came out.
Why?
Microsoft themselves came out.
Great games
and
get
said,
notoriety.
Hey,
that game
you
was
asked
not
me
known.
why.
This shit
You
was known
asked
for
me
a
why.
week and nobody
Listen.
spoke about it, and it
You're
got bad
asking me
reviews.
You're
So what are
asking
you
me why.
talking about?
You're asking me why, and I'm trying to
It
answer.
got bad reviews.
You want to answer? You want an answer? No, it got bad reviews because the media is a cocksucking on Sony.
Now
That's
it's a
why it got bad
cocksucking.
reviews.
Dude, you're a delusional
That's a
Xbox
fucking
fan,
fact.
bro.
Dude, that's a fucking fact.
You're
Dude,
crazy, bro.
They fucking talk shit about
Quantum Break was
Gears
a
of War
flop.
Ultimate because
Quantum
of
Break was a
too
flop.
much 8 bunny. No, it
E3,
wasn't.
that all y'all used to
No,
talk
it
about
wasn't. Yo,
E3.
next gen, do me a favor.
As a matter of fact,
Look up the statement that Microsoft said, right?
Look, let's
They
go
said
backwards.
clear as day that Quantum Break was their
Let's go back in
highest
time.
and best-selling new IP of all the IP generation.
Listen, whatever. You win. You don't let nobody talk. Go ahead, bro. You talk too damn much.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
He
Let me
won.
ask you another
Frustration
question.
sets in when I'm
Alright,
about to hit him
I'm
with
gonna
some
ask you-
truth. That game was developed twice.
Let me ask you a
If
question.
you remember the way that game was
Let me
developed
ask
the
you a
first
question.
time.
Look,
Yo,
Papa, you're not
fuck
going to
you,
win
dude.
this
I'm not gonna listen to you.
conversation
Fuck you, dude.
by
I don't wanna
yelling
talk to
on
you.
top of me. You're not
Bro,
going to
suck
win
a
this
dick. I don't
conversation.
want to talk to you, my nigga.
Exactly.
You're
You're
not
in
letting
your
nobody
feelings.
talk.
I already
No, I'm not in my feelings. You don't let nobody talk, bro. You don't let nobody talk, bro. Go ahead, talk. That's what it is, bitch ass.
I'm going to school you, and you know
You ain't
what?
gonna
Let me
school
school you.
shit.
Listen.
You ain't gonna
Number
school
one,
shit, bro.
Number one, Alex, answer me a question.
I'm not gonna
You know
answer
what the-
shit. Fuck you,
You know
nigga.
what the SIGGRAPH award is?
What?
Do you know what the SIGGRAPH award
Dude,
is?
I'm not talking to you, bro.
Exactly.
Go ahead, talk. Cause
The
that's
whole
what you've
point
been
we're
doing.
here is
Talk.
because of me and you. What are you
Go
talking
ahead,
about?
bro. Yeah, we here, but you don't let nobody
Exactly.
talk. So fuck you, nigga. I let you talk when you talk.
The SIGGRAPH award, the SIGGRAPH award is the most prestigious award there is for video games.
Hold on.
Okay. No problem.
And
Fuck this
guess
dude.
what?
I don't
And
even want
guess
to
what
talk to him.
game?
Anyway,
And guess what
let's talk
game?
about something else.
And guess what games have won it?
No problem, dude.
Rise.
Debate with this guy, bro. This nigga
Quantum
talking.
Break.
This is the same
Yeah,
shit.
of course you can't debate with me because I know the facts. You're not gonna beat me.
This is the
I
same
told
shit
you
did
that
with
before.
P-Rock,
You're
bro.
not gonna win.
This is the reason why I had butted into that conversation because you ain't let him talk. You talk too much shit. Shut the fuck up already, bitch.
You're mad. Stop being hurt.
I'm not mad.
Hold on a second.
Fuck
Stop
out
being
here.
hurt. Yo, Alex Kidd and Boricua World, do me a favor.
No
Calm
problem.
down.
All right,
You don't let nobody talk, bro. Every time I try to put facts across, you over
Dog,
here
you're
cut me
trying
off.
to push that.
Let him spin his facts.
Nah, fuck that dude.
You got the floor. What's the facts? I'm listening.
Facts. I'm done with this bitch ass nigga. As a matter of fact,
Exactly.
this is why I
I'm a bitch ass
retired.
nigga, but I can give you your
I'm
answers.
retiring from the podcast, everyone.
Okay. Exactly.
Fuck you.
Listen, real quick.
This nigga don't even play real games. He jerk off and watch porno.
Of course I don't.
Shit.
My dude, I got a gamer tag that's over 300,000, my dude.
Okay.
Damn.
That shows you how much of a fucking loser you are.
Exactly. You mad, cuz? Listen, son, you're upset. You're within your feelings and you
I'm
lost.
not in my feelings. I'm in my
You
feelings.
lost because you don't want to hear.
You're being rude. No, you're being rude, bro.
Let me
You're
ask you a
talking over
question.
me.
Let me ask
Go
you a
jerk
question.
off, bro.
Let me ask, yeah, of course. I have a wife. I don't have to jerk off, son.
Yeah,
I get
okay.
pussy.
You probably
I
look
don't
like
have
you
problems
too,
with my-
nigga. Fuck you
I
talking
don't
about.
have problems with my kid's mother like you do. Okay?
Okay, that's
Exactly.
fine. That's
Exactly.
fine. That's
So
fine.
stop. And you know why
got
you have
80
problems?
kids. You
Because of your
sniffing coke and
ignorance.
fucking your bitch,
Because
man.
of you, I don't sleep. I've never done drugs in my entire life, dog. You don't know me.
Okay, we know you sniff dope.
Exactly. You know
We
why
know.
I'm like this? Because
We
I
know.
fucking take care of my passion for what I do.
No
I'm
doubt.
not a follower. I'm a leader. I told you this last time.
I'm a
Now-
leader as well, my nigga. What the fuck you talking
Answer
about?
a question that any PlayStation fan is hardcore can answer. Who's the founding father of PlayStation?
You
5
motherfucker with
seconds.
them fucking hoop earrings.
Exactly.
Oh,
Fact.
my God.
You know who it is? Ken
Fuck
Guduagi.
you.
I gave you your answer.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a Sony.
And he got fired because he kept doing shit that didn't make sense.
No, he didn't. That's how slow you are. No, he didn't.
You gonna say he
No, he
walked
did
away
not.
from the company? Get the
He
fuck out of here. That was a nice
retired,
way.
bro.
That was a nice way of saying he got fired. What the fuck are you talking about,
Do you
dickhead?
even, no, do you even? Hey, listen. PlayStation didn't create PlayStation 1.
Okay.
They didn't pay for the R&D for that.
Okay.
You want to go deep? We'll go deep, and I'm
Go
gonna slice
deep.
you up.
Go
I'm gonna
deep.
take your fucking
Shit.
goddamn intestines.
Okay.
Who did the R&D for
This
PlayStation?
nigga 50
Come on,
years
smart boy.
old.
Go
This
ahead.
nigga's
No,
50.
41.
No,
Get it
you're
right.
50.
Exactly.
With all them
My
gray
nigga,
hairs,
you
you're 50,
claimed on a
nigga.
video.
Fuck you talking
You
about?
claimed on one of your videos when you were Warzone that you played Atari.
Okay.
Listen, name me 5 Atari games you played.
I don't play Atari. I didn't play
Right off the
Atari.
hip. 5 seconds. 5. Say you
This
came from
nigga-
that era, cut.
Yeah,
Why
I
you
did.
spend
I
that? You
played
bought
Hamburger
Xbox
Time.
One.
I played
Not
Hamburger
same
Time. If
day.
you want to know, I played Hamburger Time. That's all. I was a little kid.
No, it's called
in
Burger
elementary
Time. Get it
school.
right. You got it wrong.
Whatever.
That's not Atari, bud. It's not Atari.
That
You're
was
wrong.
on the
That's
Atari,
way
you
after.
fucking
No, it
dickhead.
wasn't. That was after the
Go
fact.
look it up,
That was an
dickhead.
arcade game
Hamburger
first,
Time.
son.
What the fuck you talking
First
about?
of all, okay,
This nigga's
I played
corny.
Missile Command. I played Dig Dog. I played Sinister.
Anyway,
Exactly.
let's continue with the
Like I
podcast.
said,
This dude's
who
a
paid for
fucking
the
clown, bro.
Who paid for the R&D of the PlayStation 1? Because you say PlayStation. Tell me this. Why has Sony done to innovate the industry? Not a motherfucking thing.
No problem. I don't even know. I'm talking to this fucking.
And if you say they did, tell me. I'm waiting. Give me the list.
So
Hebot,
you're saying it was Microsoft that pushed the gaming industry forward.
Oh no. Next gen, it was Nintendo Save Gaming with Super Mario Brothers after the crash, and it was Sega that evolved it. Most of the things that they're doing now, Sega been did.
So what did Sony?
The only thing Sony did was make casual gamers from all around the world get interest because they put Madden on their exclusive and they bought the rights off the NFL, so nobody else could compete with them. When Dreamcast busted that ass with the 2K series, the only thing Sony did was copy off everything that fucking Microsoft and Nintendo and fucking Dreamcast did with from the move and whatever the fuck else you call to the online ecosystem and structure. Sony hasn't paid nothing. Nothing, not even the dual shock system was the only thing they did. They added 2 analogs on their controller once Nintendo brought it out with 64. Okay, because they did it first. All right. So before you come in to argue with somebody that knows their shit, do your homework.
Don't forget.
Instead of doing
audio CDs.
Instead of doing,
this nigga still talking. That's all he do is talk. I don't even know what he talk.
Go read. Knowledge is power, my nigga.
Read. Just said read, motherfucker. I read other things. I don't be stuck in fucking gaming news all day.
But everybody else read. How to follow.
Okay. Right.
Listen, you said you told Dealer Games.
Listen, your bum ass controller has wild dead zone.
The other day, you told 2 days ago, the other day you told these cats, all right, and you disrespected them right on the channel. You told these cats 2 days ago that you bought the Xbox at launch. When you bought the Xbox a little bit, no, you didn't. You bought it a little bit before Titanfall dropped. I saw your video.
Oh shit!
Okay,
facts.
Stop. Titanfall came out in March.
Listen.
Okay?
Listen,
on top of that, anybody that bought the Xbox at launch has a black box that says Xbox Day One. You did it. You had a green box. That didn't come out.
See, unlike you, I got facts that'll show you pictures that I bought that shit day one. But I bought them shit.
My dude.
So what are you talking about?
Oh, you need facts? I can show you the box. I got day one. I got the day one.
And I could show you too, bro. I was out on 42nd Street when they launched that shit.
Green. Okay. It wasn't black. It didn't say day one on it. That's a fact.
Because that was the limited edition black box they had. You dickhead. Not everybody had that one. What are you talking about?
Dog, you said it on your own video. I just bought the Xbox One because Titanfall about to drop. You just said it. I did my homework, dog. I searched you out.
Go ahead. Go listen to that shit again. All right, so you said I said that, right? Go back to that podcast and replay it here.
You the shit, but you're not.
Like you said.
You said fixed income.
You don't even want to be know-it-alls. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. I don't know. No, I'm not saying I don't know it all. I know because I did my research, son.
That's right. You don't know shit.
I can answer you anything you ask me. You can't answer me anything.
You don't know no history on me, my nigga. What are you talking about? You don't know me. I don't know you. You don't know me.
Gaming. I don't need to.
Okay.
I don't need to know your history.
Damn.
I don't need to know your history. It has nothing to do with gaming. I'm talking about gaming.
It has everything to do with it. How you gonna know what the fuck I own and what I didn't own? You don't even know me, dog.
Of the PlayStation 1.
Get off my dick. Like I said, Quantum Break had to be developed twice.
Quantum Break, they did a
Quantum Break was developed twice. Every time I have to give him facts, he talks over me.
that they ever had this generation. You can look it up.
Okay, Janet. Okay, Janet.
The way that it won the Secret
Award. Hoop
earrings
still. This is 2017 with that old ass look.
Technology, same thing like Rise. Same thing like
got the hoop earrings on.
Tell me one fucking game. Tell me one game.
This nigga got hoop earrings.
Tell me one game.
Exactly,
son. Listen. Tell me one game on the PlayStation that won the Secret Award.
My nigga, you talking about awards that don't mean shit. Well, how does that help out your console?
How does
that help out your console? How does that help out your console? Explain that. This nigga's a cokehead, bro.
What are you talking about?
You see the picture? You see the coke in his nose?
Saying the most stupidest.
He got the coke in his nose with the cum dripping out his mouth.
Oh my God! Because you're gonna tell me, oh yeah, what are you gonna tell me? What are you gonna tell me that IGN gave the PS4.
But how does that reflect towards your console's development?
IGN are corporate.
He's a hater.
Sony slave.
He shows you right there how much of a bot he is. He ain't even talking about the facts that y'all taking L's.
I am talking the facts.
Y'all taking L's and y'all just sitting here pulling out that Scorpio as a I hope this shit succeeds.
Microsoft said 52.
This nigga's a cokehead. Shut up, cokehead.
Listen, you better wish.
You a
better
cokehead.
Wish that you have my enthusiasm.
Hey, fuck up, nigga.
You better
never gonna meet with me, you little bitch. You ain't gonna wish shit. Nigga, I can't respect the nigga who got hoop earrings on. Nigga, what is that?
You can't respect me because you're not on my level. You can't defeat my argument.
I'm trying to. You talk over me. That's the reason why I stopped talking, because you talk over me. Shut the fuck up
already.
Who
did the R&D for the PlayStation 1?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here. No, I
Exactly.
know, but I'm not gonna sit here and give you the gratitude, my nigga. You sitting here talking wild shit. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not talking about shit.
So
I'm just
what
giving
up?
you
What
it
up?
is.
What up? What up? What up?
Who's that?
You know who this is?
Oh, what's up, brother?
All right.
Oh, shit.
Listen,
Again.
I had to get some help, Alex. He was
Nah,
cut
I
up
don't
with
need no help, but you can't talk with a dude that's not gonna let you talk. This nigga's a bird,
this
bro.
is between
I had
me
to
and
say,
Alex.
nigga, Puerto Rican.
He don't let nobody
It's
talk. Fuck that
between me
nigga.
and Alex. You're cursing at me. I haven't even cursed
Yeah, I'm
at you.
cursing at you because you talk a lot of shit. I hate
Okay,
people
No,
that talk shit.
Alex, because
That's why you're a cokehead. Shut up, cokehead. Yo,
I
I think
cannot
you're a cokehead.
rebuttal.
Press one in the
Oh,
chat.
man, this is
Like I
wow.
said, you can't rebuttal me.
Nigga
That's
said
the
I
problem.
lost, but actually, if I lost, guess what? Sony's still winning. They
You
still
will
killing
lose because you're not going to rebuttal me.
And Sony-
You're not going to rebuttal me.
Listen,
You're not going to rebuttal me.
Microsoft, at the end of the day, this is
You're
the
not
console you're
gonna
defending, right? Them niggas is still taking L's. They struggling to sell one
Wow.
console.
Wow.
One
They're the only ones
console.
making.
That's why they had to
My
come
nigga,
out and pull out the
look, they're the only
Scorpio
ones making
as
money.
a
What are you talking
desperation
about?
move. It
Hey,
was a
son,
desperation move.
Go look at the stocks and bonds. They're the only one making money. What are you talking about? They're the only ones making
What
money
was
off
that?
of everybody.
What was that?
Off of stuff, off of Havoc, off of fucking Minecraft, off of everything
Reebok
that they got,
saying-
off of the.
Okay,
package.
but what
you
that
know-
has to do?
Put it this way,
What that has to
you
do
know
with
Microsoft.
the console?
You know Microsoft
Okay.
is the one that creates the
But you're
security
not
for
making no
Geneva for the
sense.
Blu-rays.
What that
For
has
the
to
Blu-rays.
do? Listen,
You know that?
listen. What that has
You
to
know that.
listen. What that has to do is how you the success of your console. What that has to do with anything? What that has to do?
No console success
What
is
that has
determined by
to do with it?
sales.
What that has to do with it?
No console success is determined by sales. Any real
It
gamer
is
knows that.
because nobody's buying your shit. If nobody's
I-
buying your shit,
I got news for you. I got two friends
Listen,
that are
listen.
branch managers
if
in
that's
GameStop. Listen. I got
now
two
he
friends
got friends in GameStop.
That are
GameStop is not even
brand-
relevant, bro. Get the
I got
fuck
two
out of
friends
here.
that are branch managers at GameStop. And guess what? The most traded console is the PS4.
Okay, no doubt.
In the home and what you
No
ship
doubt.
is two different things.
Okay.
They only make their name.
Okay.
They make their
And the
sales
reason why the
just
Xbox
like Microsoft.
360 has
That
so
don't
many
mean that's in
sales.
everybody's
Because of
house.
the Red
That's
Ring
not
of
what it
Death.
means, son.
Come on,
That's
stop.
not what it means.
I know what I'm
That's not
talking
what it
about. That red ring of
You
death
don't know
had
anything.
a
You don't
that
know
red ring of
anything
death
about
had
what you said.
motherfuckers buying that console 2 or 3 times, bro.
And the
Because
Red
I
Ring
had
of Death was
went through
fixed.
it. What are you talking
And
about?
the Red Ring of Death was fixed. They didn't charge you a dime, so don't sit there like they charge
Before
you.
they even fixed it, and it took a month
They
to
didn't
get to
charge
my
you a dime.
house. So what are you talking about?
They didn't charge you
bro?
a dime. They didn't charge
What
you
are
a
you
dime.
talking about? Don't
They
start with
didn't
that
charge you a
bullshit.
dime. They didn't
All right,
charge you a
that shit-
dime.
Listen, whatever, bro.
didn't charge
This nigga don't let nobody talk. He a
The Red Ring of
cokehead.
Death, you didn't get charged a dime.
I hope
Did they charge
everybody
you?
makes this picture into a meme.
Did they charge
Let
you?
everybody know this nigga's a
Did they
fucking
charge you?
cokehead.
Hey,
Exactly.
is this
I'm a
is
cokehead. You don't
hey,
even know me, dog.
hey, is this a
Still a
one-on-one
cokehead.
thing or is this just
You
general?
can jump
Yeah,
in,
it's
fuck
supposed
him.
to
He
be.
don't even let nobody talk. You could try. This nigga's fucking mentally
Oh,
challenged.
God.
Fuck
Here we
you,
go.
dumb
I didn't
ass.
let you talk. I asked you a question. You didn't answer it. That's the point.
Hey, is this a one-on-one thing or is this general?
Jump in,
Yeah,
do
of
your
course it
thing.
was the one.
No, he don't let nobody talk. He don't let
I
nobody
caught, hey,
talk.
I caught the tail end of this. All right.
Do your
Can I
thing,
say-
bro.
Can I just say something? Just one good. Hey, how's everybody's afternoon? Everybody
Doing
chilling?
good. Doing
Everybody
good.
hit that like
Hey,
button.
man, fuck
Everybody in
you,
the comments hit the like
No,
button.
listen, got
No,
Alex get his
I
ass
already
whooped
told
without the like
your
button.
punk ass. Make me pick up that radio, motherfucker. We'll start you
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night. Keep playing.
Yeah, you was in that chat. Laid me on my stomach. I'm gonna expose you, nigga. You done Latin BG. What's that? Antonio Holmes. That was you.
We're gonna take your punk ass to the Sudan and shit. Waterboard you. Yeah, fucking chill out. Right? Now, what's up, man? All right, let me say that. I just caught the tail end, but I will say this. All right, just to address Hebot saying that Sony didn't do nothing original. For the most part, he is correct. Sony, and I always said it, Sony copies. They take
They make it better.
good ideas, and sometimes they make it better, sometimes they don't make it better.
Okay.
Right? But there is one thing we cannot deny about Sony when it comes to gaming.
What's that?
They are the ones that made this into an entertainment industry.
Thank you.
No, of course not.
Okay, because this
Of course
fucking
not.
retard is gonna think
Of course
otherwise.
not. Of course not. So that means all the people that were playing on Sega and
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Hold up, let me finish my point.
Yeah, let
All
nobody
right,
talk.
they
Big
make
fucking
gaming.
retard.
They make gaming. Hold on. They make gaming go from something that people thought was a waste of time to a nerdy subject to something that goes into everybody's home, which opened up the door for everybody.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
what you're saying is that they made real hardcore gamers not look like nerds no more because they put all the little casuals to be popular with the console because they gave you Madden and they did that deal and they're good at marketing all the crap that they do because they're a movie company before they were a game company and because now they had a DVD player which everybody was sucking on with the PS2. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, but that's what helped gaming grow.
Gaming is not about just casuals. Is what I'm saying.
Gaming is about
This
anybody.
nigga's a dumbass, bro. I don't even know why I'm even talking to this dickhead.
Gaming is about anybody who. Hold on, gaming is about anyone who wants to play. If you
Absolutely, but
casual, do it.
Back then it was looked at as a joke. So the ones who paved the way is the people that were on Sega's consoles and Nintendo's consoles. Sony just came in and tried to butt in and mudslicked everybody because they had money more than Nintendo and Sega. I'm not going to respect them because they had money to buy people off. That's what they did with Tomb Raider. That's what they did with
and the original Xbox Xbox didn't have that. They bought The Rock. They had all these people trying to advertise the console for them. Come on, get the
exactly. Somebody that had money like them came in to battle them. That's it. And that's why you guys.
Let me say this.
Microsoft. That's
Listen,
why.
of course, we're gonna give respect to Nintendo, Sega, but if you look at Nintendo, their fucking numbers were dying with every console they released. Super NES sold less than the NES, and 64 sold less than the Super NES.
Not necessarily, because remember, it's just you also got to take into account.
But he don't. But he does his research.
You got to take into account. You got to take into account that the cost once it started going higher. That's why people weren't buying as much.
Why the Xbox got more apps than games?
Remember.
PlayStation 1 was selling at the same cost.
People were buying up there. What are you fucking putting up there? What is that about Remedy? Hold up. What is that about Remedy?
Yo, why the Xbox got more apps than games?
Yo,
listen, going back on topic.
Sony had iToy. Microsoft came out with the Kinect. Dick riding Sony.
Yo, Dreamcast had the first camera, son. I told you don't know your shit. Shut up.
Okay, because everybody knows about that. Shut up.
Okay, somebody put on the comments the Dreamcast camera, please, because it was before that gay. Exactly. Bye. You don't know your shit.
Okay, because you're fucking 50 and still want to be playing games.
No, because I'm a gamer and you're not. You're casual. I told you that. You're a casual gamer.
Shut up. You got 2,000 games, you fucking retard.
Touting that you play Left 4 Dead. I play
Call
of Duty. I play basketball. Casual. Every goddamn person in the world, every console.
Hey, with this generation, it makes you go casual.
Oh, please.
On both ends. You can't even say Microsoft is not even.
You know how stupid that comment is right there?
Okay. Why? Because
gamers don't buy exclusives.
Why? Because I'm the one saying it.
Options there.
If gamers bought exclusives, why the fuck your exclusives aren't selling?
Listen,
man.
Microsoft,
bro.
Listen, Microsoft.
Can I make the point I was gonna make about Quantum Break though? Without you cutting me off.
Let's hear it.
That they had to redevelop that game twice with all the delays. Remember when they first showed that game off? It wasn't with that actor. It was with a regular game.
That was deliberate. It was on purpose. It was a surprise.
It wasn't this. You know what? Whatever, dude.
My dude.
This nigga knows it all. I forgot.
Was doing another.
Knows it all, bro.
Dude, the guy that did Iceman, he was doing another project. I met him in Comic-Con when he was doing the following with Kevin.
Did you suck his dick in the bathroom? All that jizz coming out your fucking
No, I don't do that. That's your department, Poppy. Remember, you don't get ass. That's why you don't have
okay.
Remember that.
Nigga's crazy.
Remember that. That's not me, son. I got a wife.
You got a
tranny,
my nigga. Fuck you talking about.
Yeah, tranny, yo.
Fuck out of here.
Listen, let me tell you something. Don't ever let me catch you.
Shut up.
I'm gonna let you know that.
I'll let you know about you ain't doing shit. Fuck you and that bitch.
Yeah, you're a fucking faggot. Like I said, you always will be. And that's why, nigga, all a person got to do is throw shrimp at you and get you down on a target. When you have your asthma attack,
yeah. You're right.
I'll take your
He been watching my video. He's a fan. He's a fan.
I told you I'm going to find out who you are. Exactly.
Hey, listen.
You're a phony.
You know where I live at, nigga. So you watching my video. You know
where I live as well.
Nigga, I'm the one talking about your life. If you felt that gangster, you come see me, nigga. Fuck you talking about.
Exactly. You been hanging around with hip hop game and you think you tough?
Oh, here we go. He dick riding.
Go fuck yourself.
Now you took it to another level because you mentioned I did. Fuck you and your wife, bitch.
Ignorant ass young kid, and that's the difference. The difference between you and Puerto Rock is Puerto Rock is a well-educated fan.
You don't let nobody talk, so I'm gonna be disrespectful. That's what I'm here for. I try to be peaceful in this podcast.
You're a fucking loser.
You it out of me. I'm being disrespectful.
That don't know any better.
Okay.
That's all you are.
No problem.
You'll never be anywhere else.
You got it, boss.
You're a fucking faggot homo. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You can laugh it off all you want. You mention my wife in a stupid, disrespectful way.
She got chin hairs just like you.
Like I said, you can go fuck yourself. And if I catch you, wherever I catch you,
you ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna be at every event. I told you I'm going to E3, nigga.
The Bronx is right there, and you got all the homies with you.
I'm
got
gonna
all
meet
your
you.
homies with you.
I'm by
You can have
myself. I don't
all
need nobody.
your homies with
I'm gonna
you.
knock your old
It don't
ass out
matter to me.
recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck
You
you.
fucking got a big mouth. That's all you are.
Right? Like I
I
said, you
just
come see
proved that
me.
you're not a
Yeah.
gamer.
Come see
I
me.
just proved that you're
Come
disrespectful.
see me.
I just
Can we get
proved
back
that
to
you're a
gaming?
child.
Let's go back to gaming,
Can we
please.
get back to gaming,
No, we
man?
can't. Not with you, because you're not a gamer.
Okay.
This shit done went left,
It
man.
went south.
I had to mute
Like
my
I said, I wipe my
grandmother.
ass with your feelings then.
Yeah.
Simple
My
as that.
elderly grandmother's right here. I had to mute the mic for a second.
My bad, bro.
This is cool. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Yeah. Then it took next gen channel to the gutter. Listen. All right. Listen. We can do this. We're gonna say both insults was coming from both sides. All right. Listen here. I apologize on both guys' behalf to each other. Fuck, I'll be the bigger man here. So, Alex, I'm gonna ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
In your honest opinion, all right? In your
Talk to
honest
me.
opinion, what could Sony do to make the PlayStation brand better?
It is better. There's nothing else they could do. But
That's not what he
Let
means.
him answer. Yeah, you got the floor. Yeah, go.
Yeah, he doesn't mean better than Xbox. He's talking about just better as the brand itself.
As a service,
Ignore
as a service,
Xbox.
if it had to
Ignore
come
Xbox.
down to it,
What improvements would you like to see in PlayStation?
There you go.
Put it that
Thank
way.
you. Yeah, there you go.
Because this black uneducated fuck doesn't know shit.
Oh, damn. you know that.
there's really not
motherfucker.
much I could say. I mean, I wish the console would come out more memory as far as like terabytes. Like, I would go for a 3 terabyte console.
Oh my god, you really can't think of nothing else?
No, I'm saying there's really nothing there that I could say that
He
I
said
don't
shit
dislike
perfect.
about the console. Like for me, yeah, I think it's perfect.
Shit, Flacco.
Oh, no, wait. The interface is kind of laggy with the Pro, so I wish they could fix that shit up too.
Oh, you got the Pro, Alex?
Yeah,
Oh shit! All right, what's up, bro? All right,
no,
I took you like for a slim type nigga. You know, all right, what's cool.
no.
All right, so you, all in your honest opinion, if Sony wanted to make the PS4 better, because Scorpio was coming, but to make the PS, all they need was a bigger hard drive.
Oh my god. You could do that yourself. It's swappable.
Yeah, you're right. But like I said, right now I don't have any. I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's really no complaints I have with the console for me to sit here and say.
He said that shit Flacco. Shit selling.
It boots up fast.
He said if it ain't broke,
I
don't
could turn
fix
it off,
Fuck wrong with
turn
you?
it back on. It loads up in the game I was playing.
Can I answer that question?
Yeah, you probably got something better. If I say you
If it
hate
ain't
about it.
broke, don't fix it, nigga. All right.
One of the biggest issues Sony has in terms of PlayStation, and this got exposed with the PS3, is
Yeah.
that they take long to start pushing out games within the first 3 years of their console. People didn't notice that with the PS1 and PS2 only because during those times, third-party developers would support one platform. It wasn't about making games multi-plat, not that many. Most of them were staying with the exclusive model. But with the PS3, you saw the Devil May Cry, the Final Fantasy, Grand Theft Auto. They were all going day one on multiple systems. So that's when people realized, wait a minute, this PS3 don't really have that much games. What the fuck am I paying $600 for? And people noticed it with the PS4. Sony, they tend to support their platforms to the last bit. If you remember, The Last of Us came out in 2013, which is the same year the PS4 came out, which kind of fucks over early adopters with the new platform because they have to wait 2-3 years before Sony gets their shit together. I wish they better manage their first party to where it balances out, so that way they don't go through those 2-3 year droughts.
I mean, it's probably a business strategy, though.
I mean, that's the first step. The second thing is just, I don't really have much problem with the online. It's just the speed of the downloads and stuff like that. I think they cap it. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what type of network I have. I just think they just need to put more money into the bandwidth of the online. Just increase the bandwidth. The games, I play Destiny, I play Elder Scrolls Online, so the game themselves are fine. It's just mostly like the downloading of the games, updating the patches and shit like that. Just up the bandwidth so we could download faster. You know what I'm saying? Especially now that these games, especially if you're going digital, fucking a game is like 30 gigs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And most of the time, like if I download a game, I just put in rest. I put in rest mode and then I just walk away. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't want to.
When you go reach a Bible, the King
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
What?
The PlayStation could lower the price on that PlayStation VR. I paid $200 for it with some more titles.
All right. Well,
but I'll say I think those are the two main things for like the long term.
The brand. You don't think VR is long term? Because Microsoft right now is talking about VR being like a thing for their consoles.
It could go either way. The main problem, and I would say not just VR. I would just say with aftermarket peripherals, I like to call it, like Kinect, VR, the 32X, the Sega CD. All those things have the same problem. And the problem is, what company wants to support that product with a big budget title when it has a minuscule fan base? Like, why would you make a game for VR? Let's say what they said. They sold like 917,000. Let's say a million. Why would you make a big? Why would you make a big AAA exclusive for 1 million when the base console has 60 million and you can port it to another 30 million? It just doesn't make financial sense to support that peripheral. That's why one of the reasons why Microsoft wanted Kinect in the box day one, so they don't go through with that. But the problem is when they launched Kinect, it had no games to establish that rhythm.
And the price was crazy.
Yeah, but not so much the price, is that people would understand Kinect if there was lots of games to it. But people were paying $500 and they were asking, why am I paying $500 for? And Microsoft answer was, so you could say Xbox on. Like, get the fuck out of here. We're not paying $500 just to say Xbox on. Some people thought it was cool, but not the majority.
I did.
You understand? Oh shit! But you a faggot that likes gadgets.
Yeah.
Yo, but in the real though, VR is going through the same issues that other devices like the Sega CD, 32X, all those shits have. Why make a game for 1 million when you can make a game for 60?
I heard this though.
That's what makes it hard.
Sony had tried a few of those VR headsets in Ethiopia with them little starving kids and shit, and they was
They hate it.
Yeah, they how could they tease them the business? It was giving them kids over them seizures and shit, man. But yeah,
them Ethiopian kids want their Lambda Falcon sweaters, to keep warm and shit.
So look, you said Sony are better online, as far as they network. They are charging for it. It does take a long time to download a game. That is, my man Alex need a bigger hard drive. God bless his soul. That's
I already ran through my terabyte, bro. Not for nothing. I had to delete some shit the other day.
But now the external's on now.
Yeah, I know. I gotta give me one of those.
Hebot, you there, Hebot?
Yeah, what's up, homie?
Sniffing that coat.
Oh man, here you go. Look, so in your if you had to say overall, if something you feel that Microsoft can do better, to make their a better whatever, better feature, service, whatever, what could the Microsoft do to improve the Xbox brand? In your honest opinion.
You just want to answer Microsoft and Sony?
No, you answer Microsoft because you like the head honcho over there.
Alex, you already had your turn. You lost.
To make the Xbox great again.
I'll talk to Porter Rock because that's a well-educated person. He's a real Sony fan.
But he's like a fucking enigma. He's a well-educated Spanish man from the Bronx.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
So what can Microsoft do to make the Xbox brand better?
For Microsoft, obviously, perception is a big thing. They have an uphill battle because of the fact that they're not the leading platform. That's with anybody. If it was vice versa, as we all know, they really need to start finding a way to convince the upper people, because since they're not just gaming, they have to deal with computers and software and all that shit. They have to figure out a way, or Phil, I'm not saying that he's not, Aaron Greenberg, whoever the hell is in charge, even Mike Ybarra, now that he's the president of one of the divisions.
What is he the president of? Because right now he's playing fucking Zelda on Bing. I'm about to fucking.
No, that dude is wow.
I'm about to fucking drop a letter, man, on his ass, man.
They have to find a way to convince the upper hand, the upper office, like Satya or whatever, whoever it may be, how to give them more money so that they can market harder locally, like in the theaters, in the TV, like Sony does. Because one of the reasons why Sony has the privilege to do that is because they don't really publish a lot of their games, so they put more of their money on the marketing, and that's why they can hit so hard. But since Microsoft does have more money than Sony, obviously, it shouldn't be an issue. It should be something that they should be able to approve it, because perception's everything.
But why is that? Because the entertainment division for Micro, we're about nearly $30 billion. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Yo, Jen, I'm not gonna argue and say no, that's not true. It's absolutely. That's why.
Do you think the dollar is really from a Jewish descent? He just spray painted.
Well, yeah, man is Indian. The man is Indian. They like to spend less and make a lot. So, I mean, from historical, looking back historically. But no, I mean, the man likes to cater to everything, and that's the problem, because Microsoft is, like a lot of people have said, they're here to compete in gaming. They're competing. Sony's is the number one competitor. Nintendo's their competitor now too with the Switch. They have to, if they want to stay in the division. And you hit a very good point about this a while back. If they didn't really think or take it seriously, then they should have sold it off to somebody that continue maintaining it
Or
and
spin
push
it
it
off.
hard or spin it off. Right? Exactly.
Not
Now, obviously they didn't do that because they know it makes money. You know, last year they made over, I think it was $3 billion or more in revenue just in digitals and hardware and you know, controllers and peripherals, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So if they see that, things got to change because this proves that the platform is a viable product. You know what I'm saying? And if Sony, that is very hard for them because pretty much what got them, you know, still in the game is only the gaming division right now because they even having problems with their movie division, and they do the effort to put out, you know, the advertising. Like I said before, when we were so kind enough to invite me on the BGS, they fucking promoted I Am Bread, my dude. I Am Bread is dog shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just a game to fuck around on, maybe on your phone or whatever. And there's fans out there. Yeah, I'm not saying there isn't. But for us, the real hardcore games, that's dog shit.
So you say most of the fans of I Am Big are transgender? What's going to talk?
No, never. I would never disrespect and go to that caliber. Anybody.
Alex would.
That's Alex's job.
Yeah, damn fucking right.
So, yeah. I think they need to push marketing a lot harder. I think they need to learn.
They market though? Here's the thing, right? Check it out. What would they market? You know, because some of my concerns. Let's be honest here. I've been talking about. Nobody pays attention to me. I'm a crazy black guy here. I've been talking about for almost 2 years. And you said marketing. I've always, you know, what's crazy. They went against me when I say this. But as far as marketing, and I said I remember because you know I was a PlayStation guy. Well, it's not everything, you know. But then when the Xbox came out, I had put the CD in, and ripped the music to the hard drive, and that shit blew my mind. And then, of course, like I said, Xbox Live came out. I was a straight Xbox dude from there.
Right.
And you know, it's no secret that the PS2 mopped the floor with the original Xbox, right? And I said, I'm gonna say this again, even through all that, it was outselling maybe 3-1 or whatever. I still had more faith as me being a diehard Xbox fan in the platform, then maybe they don't.
To that, Jen, they fucking had guys out there that were trying to prove a point. They were trying to prove themselves. Them motherfuckers had balls. They had cojones. They didn't care. Seamus Blackley and all those cats, they didn't give a shit. They did what they had to do to make the brand viable.
But what I'm saying is this: then to go from that to this, and I said that to even looking at Otagi, all those great games, Advent Risings, that they all brute force this big genre of fucking games that they have. Tato Fame, all this shit. And when I said that all we're really guaranteed to get is a Gears, Forza, and Halo. And I'm not, I don't really care for
that are AAA. You mean, right? The most well known because
they're going to invest in. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not a big Halo guy, but I understand how important Halo is to the
right, because it makes the money. But what you're saying is like if something fails, like let's say Alan Wake, it didn't do as well.
Yeah,
it picked up after the fact. It became a co-following after the fact. That they should push it to make another one, right?
Yeah, or whatever the goddamn case may be.
Right.
Like I said, but and I was really upset about them closing Lionhead
Studios, right? But they separated them now. Now they're in different divisions. But the reason why I feel they did that, Jen, to be honest, and you're a level-headed man, you're a businessman, you know what the deal is when it comes with money. The reason why they did that was basically because they invested $75 million for almost 5 years on Fable Legends. They had no direction. The game had no exact release day after they've been telling people, it's coming out next year, it's coming out next year, coming out next year. They had.
But why though?
And also the last hit they had was Fable 3, right?
Okay.
The Journey didn't sell. It was a Connect game. And they had like a beat 'em up.
That shit didn't happen.
Right. He said that shit. And then
I'm saying though, I'm not negating what you're saying, but we got to be realistic here. That game, that Fable Legends, is not something that the studio wanted. That was Microsoft looking.
Yeah, I know. But they were trying something different, Jim, because that's the thing. If they try something different, then they say it's like what you just said. You said that people look at it. Go ahead.
Don't panic and how you say, you had the expression, throw the baby out with the water. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I know.
But when I said this, by
$10, I don't think it's a panic.
By them closing, what's the name of the goddamn studio? Lionhead Studios. Yeah. I'm telling you, like this is not a good sign. What the fuck is going on? Now, to me, that was like the extent of Sony getting rid of Sony Santa Monica or whatever. Like because you had Gears, Forza, Fable, And in Halo, you had 4 stable, IPs that were yours. Like say Nintendo has Donkey Kong, Zelda, Mario, and give me something else, whatever. Those are your stable IPs. You know what I mean? That you're gonna get on that platform. You know what I mean? And again, so like I said, going into this generation, I've noticed that when I cut on the TV or whatever, I see the actors they all got PlayStation controls in their hand. Last generation,
Right.
everything was a 360 controller, and I remember that was like, oh, she's got an Xbox controller because that shit was like, oh, I was starting to, I noticed that, and and when you compare, I'm not talking about the Microsoft the whole, I'm talking about the Xbox division. They're worth, like I said, they had $30 billion fucking dollars.
Yep.
If this is what they're going to do, and this is the direction that they're taking the company with Forrester, I would rather them just spin the goddamn and let them stand on their own and fend for themselves. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, but this is the thing. They're not going to do that because they know that the Xbox console
I'm not saying they're going to own it. I'm not saying that.
I know that. You're trying to say somebody else to cater to that division, cater it, take care of it, make the decisions. Right.
You cut repping their check every whatever fuck, how they need their check, and let them double down on their stuff because what they're promoting and their thing. This is what I don't understand. The things they think this is gonna be the next fucking big hit. The console gamer, the casual. I say this time and time and again, and I've spoken to people, within the loop, and I don't know who's pushing this shit. I'm not gonna say any names.
Right.
We don't care about that shit.
I know
that should never be the focal point when they're gonna have their E3, Microsoft E3, the Xbox and Windows 10. You don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Now having Windows 10 on, that's cool.
We don't.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
But that has
right.
become the focal point. You know what I mean? Play
but
anywhere.
Jen, if I may interject, I'm sorry. That's why I'm saying, or I've been trying to say, I think I mentioned it on the podcast last week. That's why I was trying to say, I think that's why the whole reason of the existence of Scorpio. One, because of the bad perception that the Xbox One hardware is not capable.
Resolution got the shit kicked out of them. They needed it.
I know. This is not capable, and the perception and all that stuff, because that helped tremendously. Plus the price being a little bit higher because of the Connect and all that stuff. It all comes into play, all right? All of it. Even though they were trying to do their own vision, I get it. But it's like you said, the thing with Fable, I think it was just too much money invested, and those guys probably didn't have a solid release date. So the upper hand said, "Nah, fuck that. Let's cut our losses and let's put and invest it on other other upcoming games." Because yeah. He said that. He just said that in the Ryan McCaffrey.
Close. Give it a guy. If the game, because again, because
I think Fable's coming.
Remember they added the whole Windows 10 shit. They didn't want to do the whole PC thing, and I've spoken.
I know. But I think it's all they were trying it out new. But now with the numbers coming,
studio like that's.
I know, Jim. But they didn't close them completely. What they did was they put them out in other divisions. Like some of them went to, I think was to
work. Whether they wanted to
work with,
they went to work
Rare
already,
and some of them went to work with Coalition. If I'm not mistaken.
The 3 stable goddamn whether it's Gears,
right, but he just said recently. I don't know if you saw the whole interview, because I know it cringes you because you lose your faith and you're like, oh no, because Phil is too nice sometimes. You're absolutely right. But he did say that they're trying to build up new studios, and that's why they did the scale bound thing too as well.
Listen,
they're building up new studios. That's what he said.
Listen, that's why I said I missed the days of Ballmer and those guys.
Right.
Fucking.
No, I think he said they're doing it. They're doing it.
You have the money. If you can't find the talent,
yeah.
Swooping it.
But look, it's like Crytek when they sold Rise.
Yes.
I think they offered them to buy the Rise IP because they wanted to make a sequel, but Crytek didn't want to sell. And there was an article about it. They did not want to sell. Then on top of that, Crytek didn't want to be bought out as well, and now they went and sold the division of their division to I think it was to Sega. Before that, they did one to Amazon as well. Something the Crytek
engine 3.
Yeah, they're leasing it to Amazon or some shit like that, right? Am I right?
Not the Crytek engine 4. They sold them Crytek engine 3, but I believe Sega has acquired
one of the divisions. 3. Yeah.
I think they own them outright now, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's not outright. It's one of the divisions. One of they parted with. It's the Black Sea one. Because remember they had 3 different divisions. And that's good because it helps them. But why wouldn't you make that deal with Microsoft that has money that could actually cater to you, give you the money you need for your IPs, and take care of them.
I don't think Microsoft wanted over it. You got to realize, I don't think they wanted Microsoft. Here's the thing.
No, they made an offer to buy the Rise IP.
No, listen, we're talking about now into this day. You even had fucking Capcom say they were selling IPs.
Yeah. But I think that had to do with the Japanese laws.
No. They could have been. Look, they can't. Where the Japanese laws is, you can't be bought for a hostile takeover. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you want to sell your shit, then you don't have a problem with it. It is what it is.
You mean IP wise, right?
Even if you didn't want to buy the whole company, Capcom, and acquire and absorb their bills and stuff, they were selling IPs.
Yeah, that was doing Don Matrix, right?
No, this was in 2014.
Was it? Okay.
I got shot again at the house party. I got shot in 2014. This is 2014. They were selling fucking. That's when you have Blazing Phoenix. Microsoft bought it.
Yeah.
So this was 20, and they sat on their hands. Yeah. But I would rewind you back. We talk about the same company again that spent $350 fucking million for Rare, and what has Rare made? Let's be honest here.
Well, Rare has been Rare has been profitable for them in the sense that
Connect Sports.
Connect Sports, Viva Pinata 1 and 2 was really high selling for them. Plus, they wanted, because Rare said it themselves, they wanted to do all the Avatar stuff, like the Avatar shit.
Fine. But we're talking about.
But you're talking about like their greatest hits, like
no. I'm talking about. I'm talking about. It's a true Xbox. Be honest. We gotta be cold. We gotta be fair. For 3 generations, right? Because Xbox guys. That's why I came up with the whole term Sony pony, because I felt like Sony fans, they just took everything fucking Sony said and this. I didn't think some Xbox guys were like that. And they were arguing the fact, I'm saying today, what has Rare stupid? What has Rare done in 3 generations besides Connect Sports and fucking Avatars? And they talk about, and you compare their portfolio, what you like.
But that's because they wanted to, Jen. They said it. They wanted to. Microsoft didn't force them to do
anything. They made games. They made Grab by the Ghoulie, Cameo,
Cameo, which were good games, but they were good games in their own right.
If you compare their portfolio to Lionhead Studios, you know what I mean? And what was a more viable franchise than Microsoft? Grab by the Ghoulies of fucking Fable. So again, I just some of the things that, like I said, they acquired them for $350 million. They thought that they had, dog, come on, you will buy Rare for $350 million, but not fucking buy BioWare.
Like, that was rough. That was rough.
Okay,
yeah, they had a chance to buy BioWare.
That was Microsoft new in the business. Listen, we're gonna chalk it up till they were new in the business, right? Fine, fuck it. That was in the Xbox. Now we got the 360 era, right? Before then, Microsoft could have bought Visual Concepts. You know who make Visual Concepts? It's the creators of 2K.
There was Sega. There was a Sega house.
To take two, but Visual, the actual company, the assets, Microsoft could have bought that, but it's neither here or there. Fuck it. Then you had Midway. Midway went bankrupt, right? We all know. If you don't know, Midway, is the creators of Mortal Kombat and Injustice and all that for $45 million fucking dollars.
Right. Even THQ recently, remember they were selling the Darksiders IP.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's a lot of things. I guess this time I don't know. Like, are they in it to win it? Like, I don't. I mean, it's a business. They can't just buy everything. But looking at what they have to offer and what you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to prove that now, because why would they even make Scorpio? You know what I mean? It's a mixed cycle refresh. Why would they even bother? They have to. They got to do something, because most of the stuff they showed already came out. Obviously, we all know.
Yeah, but you know what's gonna sell Scorpio? It ain't gonna be Crackdown. It's not gonna be Cuphead. It's gonna be the fact they're gonna have the better version of the multiplats.
That'll be the first number one thing. Yeah. Just like they helped the PlayStation. You're right.
I mean, it's kind of saddening to me.
But how can that be if the install base is not there? Who's going to want to develop on it?
The game's got to speak for themselves.
Yeah, what's going to listen? The
developers ain't going to take that chance.
Because that's what
make the better.
No, it's not even about taking a chance, because the way Microsoft and their API is built, they can just make one game with one code.
Yes. They work everywhere, right?
Only time will tell.
But here's the thing. You realize this, though, Alex. Developers don't have a dog in this fight. They want their software to sell on both goddamn platforms. They don't give a fuck. So who sell? They don't give a fuck about that at the end of the day. But what I see is Microsoft said is they're going to go back to their old 360 days, towards the end, and say,
I hope so.
We're not going to spend that much on exclusives or whatever the fuck the case may be, and we're just going to have the better version of the multiplats. We're going to get these third-party deals, But again, what troubles me, this is just Alex, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, is that you who the fuck you cancel Scalebound, whatever, you cancel Fable Legend, but who the fuck greenlighted fucking Voodoo Vince in 2017?
But
Come on,
again, I'm going to give you your answer for that. The reason why is because
the answer
Voodoo,
way.
remember,
That's the question. Yeah, I'm listening.
remember you said,
Mhm.
remember you said that they had all these nice library, right, from the OG, right? And you said all these great games like Tao Fang, Bloodwake, Crimson Dragon, Otagi 1 and 2. The list goes on and on. There's so many. Mecha Soul, Phantom Dust, and Voodoo Vince were two games that were really low under the radar that a lot of people didn't get to play. And in social media, I'm not saying, because you're 100% right, I'm not saying in the bigger space like on like on Facebook and stuff like that, or maybe even YouTube, you don't see people talking about them. But on social media like Twitter or Instagram, things like that, a lot of people have been like, oh yeah, that'd be nice to bring it back. And
a lot of fucking fanboys. Let's be realistic.
Well,
Nobody's
fans of the game. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. We don't have a platform. A lot of platformers, right? So they need so they have to.
If you get a really, that's like someone coming out with a fucking blackjack Othello game.
I'm gonna try to explain to you what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a lot of platforms, right?
No.
So bringing out Voodoo Vince
they don't do well.
is going to bring out brand awareness because a lot of people didn't play it on OG. If Voodoo Vince is a very good game, okay, I beat the game. So if the game does well, because that's why they're selling it for $15, okay, right? If it does well, they can say, listen, do a high quality.
That's wrong then, baby boy, because in this climate, nobody gives a fuck about platformers. Why do you think Sonic fell the fuck off?
It's not as popular as before, but that's the same. It's the same argument that Porter Rock said.
Gamers have grown and grown.
Okay, but Jed, listen, my man. You know I love you to death, my dude.
Get to me.
It's the same argument that Porter Rock stated, and he was absolutely right.
Okay.
It's like with the Japanese games; they're not really popular. They're a dying breed. But if you don't have them, you don't give more brand awareness to your platform. So it's just like it's a bonus, basically.
No, SB, you know why they're there? And I'm not going. I guess I don't like to people in the buzz.
Yeah, I know.
Why you those niche games? Because it costs about $20 to make.
Yeah,
absolutely. If they sell 7,000 copies, they make.
Absolutely.
Somebody says it sounds horrible, yo.
But if you're saying, Jen, that you want
your mic is fucked up, bro.
Yeah,
that shit sounds like it's game.
How about hop right back in? You're the bad. No,
how about hop back in?
Hop right back.
I mean, you might get your answers because, like I said, there was a lot of reports coming out saying that Microsoft wants to focus truly on gaming come this E3, and a lot of speculation going around right now that the Scorpio
my grandfather was waiting on his 40 acres and a mule. Listen,
because they're saying that they might reveal this Xbox Scorpio sooner than later, meaning that coming E3.
That's cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I'm excited for the Scorpio. Okay, what I'm not excited for.
Do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound. What I'm not excited for, and again, is the direction that they're going into. Maybe I might just be a fucking less of a dime.
Here's something. Let me mention about that. There's something maybe y'all not up to date on or whatever. But like, there is no more entertainment division in Xbox. That went away. Xbox made a new division called More Personal Computing, and the forefront of that division is Windows 10.
Yep.
What they put under this division is the Surface tablets,
Xbox
phones, PC accessories, and the Xbox gaming section.
Yep.
So technically, Phil doesn't run his own division like the way we like to think. He has a boss who's in charge of the overall More Personal Computing. So like, there's a boss that does Surface tablet. I think his name is Panoy some shit. He's in charge of he's in charge. Somebody else is in charge of the phones. Somebody else is in charge of the PC accessories. Phil is in charge of the Xbox portion. But all those four guys have a boss. I don't know. I forgot his name. But this boss is in charge of.
Where's fucking the Prince of Persia at?
Yeah, so he's in charge of personal computing, and he answers up to Satya, whatever his name is.
You
understand what I'm saying? So Phil's not
even to break your jaw, Sadie. He fucked anything up.
So Phil has a boss. That's not even Satya. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
His boss, he's in charge of personal computing, and personal computing is built around Windows 10. So all these devices support Windows 10.
Okay.
Not the other way around. And that's why you see some of these decisions. That's why you see weird things like Mikey Barra playing fucking Zelda Beam because he's directed to support
trying
Beam.
to promote that
IP.
Beam. He's trying to promote Beam because that's the next big thing for
Exactly.
big thing for them.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But they're not putting into consideration how playing a competitor's game will make Xbox look.
But you know why people?
Yeah.
Because Phil Spencer's on the lower end of the totem pole.
But no, even better. You
Yes.
know
And
why?
that's the problem. That's a problem.
Yo, even
Yeah,
better.
Phil's a gamer, man.
Yeah.
Fuck the gamer shit. Because you won't see Phil out there talking about I can't wait to go home and turn on my Mac Pro 10. It's bullshit.
Yeah, no.
It won't happen.
He probably owns one too. That's the crazy
No, but
part.
you know,
I don't
Rock,
think
you know
he's
what
done that. I don't
what
think
you're
he's done
missing here? I see what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. But again, it goes to the fact that where Microsoft, again, they are very business savvy. I give them that. Is that they want their software on as many as devices as
I
possible.
agree. Yeah.
Absolutely. But let me ask you something, Jen, real quick.
Because they want the Apple effect.
No, on the
Apple's
real.
been doing it for
I
years.
would not be surprised in 10 years.
Yes.
Fucking Microsoft starts putting games on PlayStation platform just so they can.
I doubt it though.
I
doubt
wouldn't.
it.
Why not?
I know what you're saying, Porter Rock. I know what you're saying, and you have a very valid point. Because especially if they go in the direction where they just want to make everything into everybody's home to PC or whatever.
There's no
So,
money
so
in
my
it.
question to you: you think that Microsoft's trying to like leave the hardware business and do software only?
No, not just Microsoft, Sony. I don't know about Nintendo. There's no money to be made in their hardware. They make their money up software.
Nobody does, right? Because they
you know what I mean? There's no money.
Right.
10 years, we might just
Jen,
have
let me ask you a
something
question.
like an Amazon Fire Stick and fucking play the games like that over the cloud. Like, you know what I mean?
We don't know why the Amazon Fire Stick
to ask you a question, Jen, and to answer Porter Rock at the same time. The reason why I say I don't think you'll see it is because they're realizing now with the the pickup of sales on the Xbox division that it's still a viable division. Okay, because everything takes time and years of process to.
What makes money?
I think that with Scorpio, they're going to start showing and be more aggressive. That's why I think
Scorpio. You know what makes Microsoft money? Are their royalty fees, their licensing fees.
That's I know. That's without question. But Jen, let me ask you a question. Before I forget. All right.
Yes.
If the only way you're gonna be able to do what you want them to do, because I know what you're saying, and I feel you 100%. A console is only measured. The greatness of a console is only measured by its games. I agree with you 100%. But to ask you the question is, the only way they're going to be able to bring back new IPs, old IPs, new IPs and bring back old IPs that are like the shit that you want, things like Otagi, things like Mecha Soul, things like Tao Feng, is they have to start small because they don't have they're not the leading platform. So in order,
they have the money.
I know, but money is not just the money. Money is easy because it's like
I agree with Hebot. They have a budget. They don't have the money. They have a budget.
This is what I'm saying.
Because look, Jen, this is what's gonna happen if they throw money. Let's say, okay, give you a perfect example, okay? Because you're one of the realest niggas out here, okay? And everybody knows that.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, and that's why people like you because you say what you like and you say what you don't like, and that's the way it should be. This is the point. If they go and make, let's say, Porter Rock, you could agree with me or not. I don't know. You let me know. And even you too, Alex.
What's up?
If they fucking make, let's say, a brand new, I don't know, Otagi. Otagi is a dope-ass action game from Software.
Yes.
It's from Software has a lot of recognition.
Okay.
Right. They have a lot of recognition right now because they're doing Dark Souls. They did Bloodborne, which was very successful for them and everything, right? You know this. That's why they did Neo. And Ninja Theory's never done Team Ninja never done a game like that, ever. Okay? Ever. And that's why they did that and took that chance. If Microsoft goes, okay, let's make a brand new Tagi 3, fuck that.
What's some up-to-date shit?
$50 million, right? And they bring it out.
That's some up-to-date shit?
Like, huh?
Like what's some up-to-date physics, graphics, and shit?
No, everything. From the ground up, using every fucking possible spec they could use from the Scorpio, from the Xbox One, whatever. Because it doesn't have brand recognition, it's not going to sell for them, and then they're going to, it's basically money down the toilet.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? So if they do it little by little, like put it like this. Wait, Jen, hold on. Please, I'm gonna forget. Please. If they do a remastered of the first two and sell them for $10 and put them in the arcade marketplace or the ID, the game will get some type of awareness.
Okay.
And now, if the game does well, boom.
Let me address this. Let me address this right. Listen, in today's climate, we got to be realistic here. Okay, this is what I'm saying. If they put the $15, they what did they sell in Blue Movements for $15?
Yeah.
Climate that we're in, Okay, let's be honest with this. No one gives a fuck about platformers. I don't give. No, I mean that's this is the fact, and the fact
There's still a market out there for it, Jen. There's still a market out there.
Give me a fucking platformer that's just well besides Mario. What the fuck is Sonic?
I mean, you know, Mario is
okay. All right,
the most popular, so Sonic,
that
there's
genre
still a
of
market.
gaming,
I mean, if they do a platformer that looks out of this fucking world,
okay,
and it's
but sad to say, we are more grabbing. Voodoo Vince doesn't look out of this world.
That's how
it doesn't.
Because look, Ratchet and Clank, they remastered that game 3 times, and it sells every time. Not in the millions, the billions, but it sells well enough. Great platform.
Well,
that's what
Ratchet
Microsoft is trying to do.
Ratchet and Clank though lives off his name though. That's
an established IP. But
yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. And how did it live off his name, Puerto Rock? How did it do it?
No, but I don't.
How did it do it? How did it get the name recognition?
What I'm saying,
well, yeah, but remember, it got his name recognition during a time where platforms were acceptable. This is the PS2 era.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
I'll
I'm
be
saying.
honest. I think a brand new platformer now would have a tougher time selling.
Or even
exactly. That's ukulele. It's already selling on the charts, and it's not even out yet.
Listen, Hebot, the last Ratchet and Clank, and I don't even like platforms, but the last Ratchet and Clank. Pretty little motherfucker, right?
It's pretty game, absolutely.
Which game?
Listen, that shit they just showed is the same shit out of an OG Xbox. Like,
no. I know what you're saying. Yeah. They didn't put, because it wasn't built from the ground up. But that's why I'm talking.
So then why do it?
To give you a little perspective.
Now is resolution, graphics. Come on, listen. Whether you agree with it or not, this whole generation has been about fucking resolution and fucking frames.
Absolutely, you're 100% right.
100%. You know what I mean?
100% right. 100%. They do gameplay and all that shit. You're right. But here's the thing: that Voodoo Vince wasn't approved. That Voodoo Vince wasn't approved to try to bring it and build it from the ground up. And that's what I'm telling you. Again, it was brought out to try to bring awareness to the game. And if the game sells, let's say,
help make the game. He said himself he was lead director.
Well, he said it was the game he'd be with his daughter and have some sentimental value to him. Yes,
that shit.
I'm pretty sure that's part of it.
I believe Green.
And I think that's why it was a little easier. I think that's why it was a little bit easier for him to bring it out.
I believe Green, right? That's just like me going out there hyping Voodoo Vince is worse than my man Crap Game was hyping up Screen Rod. It's nobody.
Screen Rod, it has a following because of those Zoo type.
Whatever. But here's the thing: releasing Voodoo Vince, right, and looking at your competition and what they do, whether you like Horizon Zero Dawn or not, you know what I mean? Whether Sony get the unformed, that's what I'm trying to say. That's not the answer. That should have been a free goddamn game.
That's just a filler, Jen. That's a filler.
That's not a filler to what?
A filler to because they don't have this year big AAA titles. Remember, they have CFDs, Crackdown, State of Decay, and Halo Wars 2. Those are the biggest AAAs this year that we know of. Remember, Cuphead, Below, and Ashen, but those are titles that they're bringing out.
I mean, if they wanted to pique interest into this Voodoo Vince, it should have been a free one.
Can you hear me, Jen?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Fillers, Jen, to have some more games. That's all it is.
Look, I'm just if they listen, if they
I can hear you, but it's kind of biting. I don't know if it's my end or your end. I don't know.
Am I biting to anybody?
Nah, I hear both of you good.
I'm just saying if they wanted to do this, if they wanted to pique interest in this
little bit,
they should have fucking did games for gold, gave it away free. Same thing with Phantom Dust. That's not getting a true next generation.
But they could do that. They could do that 2 months down the line. They could do that. They want to see if it sells, to see if they could do a new IP maybe down the line. That's probably
they was talking about fucking Phantom Dust and the original assets. Like, who wants this shit? Like, what the fuck?
Even if it's the only way they're gonna know, Jen, the only way they're gonna know is by bringing it out. That's the problem.
Let's be clear.
They're not gonna know if it has a potential to show anything unless they bring it out. It's like Sony, dude. They have
putting the game up with the original assets.
No, it's not the original
assets.
Look how clean it looks.
It's not the original assets.
The
game was bumped up.
Talking about
the game was 480.
He's talking about
Jen, check it out. Oh, Phantom! No, the guy came out and said that it's not just the original. The original assets means they use the same graphic engine.
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean they didn't tweak it. That doesn't mean they.
Listen, what's the head of the game of the woman?
Yeah, she said directly because the guy.
But then Shannon loved it.
He said specifically. He asked a specific question: will the game be in HD? And she said no.
Yeah, and then. And then a week later, and then that was during E3, and then a week later, and just recently, the guy who created it said that no, it's not just a straight up, game with no tweaks. He said it. He said it's gonna have tweaked up textures, high resolution.
Okay, fine.
Game is in 60 frames when it was originally 30.
Fine.
I know that's not nothing to talk to like go crazy.
Cool.
But it's
I bought the original Phantom Dust. It was $20. Fine. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at it like this, right? And this is the issue. And I'm gonna come on. Like I said, listen. We all damage control. We all biased. Do it for fun. But like I said, this day, like I'm funky fresh out of damage control. And I looked at, it's crazy. People don't give me, my just do, and I don't give a fuck. And I've always said that.
No, but we know the community knows.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe because I'm dark skin. I don't know. But listen, I've always said that indies do not belong on the big stage. They don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
remember, crapping those guys going back. Oh, Sony had to do. Fuck that. So then Microsoft look at their E3 last year, which was cool that they came out. I like the fact that they did announce the Slim and Scorpio, big shit. But they did weirdo ass motherfucker on stage for 16 minutes talking about ID, Xbox.
Well, that Quince game was terrible. They should have never showed that.
Terrible. They don't belong.
They did that because Witch is popular. That's
listen. You got a pre-E3 show, the little time with LG, and you got some after. Okay, the E3 is for that's like the red carpet. It's for the glitz and the glamour. Boom, 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 boom. Fine, okay?
Right.
And then Sony comes out, right? And they have their E3, right? Nothing but, AAA, not one fucking indie. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna defend Microsoft on that one. All right.
I was about to thank you.
I'm gonna defend a little bit. I'm gonna show a little bit of Xbox. The reason why Sony didn't do it, because Sony already rode the train. They already have the indie support. They don't need to do that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I understand.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I understand. I know.
Let me say this last thing.
That's why they did it, next gen. That's why they did it.
Let me finish. No one buys a next generation console for fucking
absolutely.
indies.
You're 100% right, but
disagree. I disagree.
Wait. You're 100%.
I'm gonna tell you why. This is not even a new concept. This
is the last statement. I'm about to pop a pill. About to get out. Listen. Never seen a motherfucker walking in a GameStop, Costco, Target. Damn, I can't wait to go home, get back in the PSN store, and then get that motherfucking Octodad. Like, come on.
I mean, listen, bro. I gotta say, it's not the one thing that people run to the stores, but a lot of gamers like to play indies, and this is not something. I know, but let me finish. All right, this is not something that started this gen. This is, I think, more of last gen with Xbox Live Arcade.
Yes, exactly.
There are a lot of Xbox gamers whose favorite part of Xbox 360 was the arcade game. That was cool.
Same thing like PSN.
A lot of people, I'm
not negating that.
I was looking at YouTubes and stuff like that. A lot of people, they say, hey, the number one reason why I like 360 over PS3 is the arcade. Man,
I'm not negating that.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But those shit, that's what I'm saying.
Good point.
So I'm not saying it's the definitive reason, but if one console has that edge, has that characteristics, it will sell. And Sony used it.
Basically, Border Rock is right because it's
exclusive, but that has never swayed, especially a casual gamers or even a hardcore gamers decision of I'm gonna buy the Switch and they got indie support. Let's be realistic here.
Jen, you're right, but look at the Switch. Motherfuckers are buying the Switch to buy Bomberman.
Okay, but we listen.
It's a different.
We're gonna
gaming mentality now. It's a different gaming mentality, Jen, and he's right.
It's too early right now.
Yo,
Lucy, what's up, man?
You're thinking one track mind.
No.
Yes, you're thinking it's all about the AAAs. Gamers are going to think what they like about the console.
Your point is absolutely 100% right.
A lot of gamers, and I'm using 360 as this. A lot of gamers love 360 arcade. I'm not saying it's definitive.
No,
Border Rock, real quick.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying E3.
Border Rock.
When it comes to E3, that's the Grammys, that's the Oscars, right? Right? Am I right?
Absolutely. Yes.
So you see all the blockbusters on the stage at E3. You see the
indies don't belong on that stage, man.
Yeah,
they just need to spend less time or just do that in the pre-show.
You see the Thors, you see shit like that.
Bro,
but the shit that goes straight to Netflix and DVD, they have what they call it, the film festival.
Yo, but even the Grammys have best award for contemporary music.
They show that during the commercial break.
So you understand what I'm saying?
No, but on you have an hour.
But
You
know what I'm saying?
Porter Rock,
Yo, give me a second,
Porter
guys.
Rock.
You know, you
Next-
watch 2
next
hours of
gen and
Grammy,
Porter Rock.
maybe like 3 things you
Do you
recognize.
tune into fucking E3 to watch fucking indies? It's something that
Look,
come on.
think of it. Look at the results. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
What worked?
Yeah.
Look
It
who's
did work.
selling the most.
It did work.
What?
It's
What?
not just
Sony. It worked for
Sony's
Sony,
selling more
yeah.
because of fucking indies?
It's not to
No.
I'm
No.
not saying only. I'm saying it was a huge part of the success.
No,
I'm not talking-
they would
it was
look
a
at
huge part of the argument online. The reason why the PS4 was so successful, it was $100 cheaper, and they had the better version of multiplayer.
That's another.
What about
Yes,
those fucking
yes.
indies, man?
But
Listen, if
but
everybody was concerned about
with the
power,
media,
how come everybody's really buying a pro? And I'm telling you, even
Jen,
Phil
with the-
said himself that the Xbox One S will be the console that sells the most in the Xbox brand. It will not be the Scorpio.
because he's
He even
cheap.
said that
Logically, it's
himself.
cheaper. Obviously.
He knows that.
But Jen, check it out.
Porter Rock.
He even said it himself.
Jen,
He even said himself.
hey Jen, Porter Rock is right in the sense that that move that they did with the indies, the darlings, because they were supporting the indie market.
Media.
You know,
Okay, listen.
but the media is what people follow,
Fine.
Jen.
But
A lot of people look at
Does the
IGN and
media-
believe all their
Okay,
all
fine.
their naysays. They
I
don't
get it.
care,
The
and that's what he's
casual gamer?
talking about. I
Again,
agree with you 100%. What you
Okay.
said is 100% right. Nobody goes to buy a $400 or $500 console in any generation, because that's where we grew up from back then, to buy a game for little indie game. We buy for AAA games. But the is Xbox Live became so big, and PSN followed suit and became big as well, because they gave people those fillers. Those are the options of fillers. And when we don't have
I
those
don't have a
big
problem with
AAAs,
that.
you have those.
I don't have a
I
problem
know
with
that.
I'm
But
not
you're
negating that.
100% right. But if they don't, this, and I agree with you 100%. All the indie shit in
Yo,
the
listen,
pre-show.
I'm not. I
E3,
understand they
right?
are filler, and they are filler, and they should be treated as such. But when it comes to the showdown, the coup de grace of the year, you don't take 15
Right.
minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is that you show it in the pre-show, and then on the E3 stage, you show the AAAs. Yeah, I agree with you. But something like Ori,
this way.
Prime example. And then when Sony, I remember crap with me going back and forth, but they say, well, they got to do it because they don't get hammered by the media if they don't do it. That's it. Listen,
he's right.
Look, I said, look, fuck
They
that.
will.
They're going to hammer Microsoft in the media.
Anyway.
So whatever the fuck you do, be the fucking behemoth that you
You're
are.
fucking
And
right.
Sony went out there, bitches, not show one empty. They even drug a motherfucker out on stage begging for money. You know what I mean? Like,
You're right.
come on.
You're right. But
This E3, I don't want to see. I want to see
Okay.
everything.
Let me say this.
Could I ask you a question, Jen?
About the question. Let me say this. Obviously, there's something there with indies because Sony started off showing it, and then
Why?
Microsoft followed suit.
Why?
So there's obviously something there.
Why did they
It
start
had
showing
to
it?
be important.
No. Why did they start showing it? Because they didn't have anything else. It's
right, because
realistic.
they didn't have anything else at the time. Right. But it worked. It worked for them.
And
And it helped Microsoft. But let me ask you something, Jen. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
If it's an indie game like Cuphead or Ori, that it's a lot financially, something that utilize, like you said, something that utilize the
Those look
power of
good.
the hardware, right?
Those look good.
Then you don't mind them being shown on the stage?
Here's the gripe.
No, I'm asking.
No, I'm asking you a question. I'm about to answer your question.
Okay.
The indies, we call them. We didn't call them indies last year. Last generation, we called them Xbox arcade titles. And
Right,
they did
arcade
actually have an indie store also. You know, they were $5 every Tuesday, or either every Tuesday.
Or $2 or $3. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Fine. The issue with these games, these indies, they cost $30, and they look like they can run on their fucking NES.
I'm there with you 100%. Yes.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Now, your game like Cuphead and a game like
Ori, Ravel,
graphically look good. Even with Resogun, a nice looking game. But even with so much as that, you don't take 15 minutes of your presentation with this weird like, come on,
or
man.
20, right? Mm-hmm.
You're bugging. That's what you call
I
filler.
agree with you, and I think Porter Rock and everybody here in the panel agree with you.
You know,
they need to show up in the pre-show, right?
You also have to look at this. You have to look at this. You know, a lot of indie developers, some of them are known game developers because there's some big game developers that went indie. They no longer make AAAs. Right? You know, like David Jaffe, he went from God of War to now doing Drawn to Death.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, even though they don't make AAA games,
Insomniac, Porter Rock, remember with
So now listen. So even though they don't make AAA games, these are known developers and they have Twitter followings. They have people fans, right? If you don't advertise these guys, they talk shit.
Right.
That means the consumer, the gamers, hear them talk shit.
Right.
You know, the gamers.
Wait,
These are
let
the
me ask you a question.
people with $300.
I don't think there's a wrong. I don't think there's a wrong or right answer.
If a gamer follows, you know, hold on. If a gamer follows, if you got like gamers that follow these indie developers, and all they hear is them talking shit about Xbox, they're not gonna go to the store and buy Xbox.
Wait, so you saying the PS4 was so successful because of indies?
No, not because it's one. Right,
No, it's one of the features.
One of the factors.
Right.
You're talking in
The
absolute.
media pushed it. Ken,
I'm
the
not
media
talking absolute.
Right. The media pushed it. They pushed
To
it.
me, here's
Wait, I'm gonna spend. This is
I'm
what
gonna
you're
tell you. No, listen. PlayStation 1 because it was cheaper, more powerful. They had a better message, better indie support. They went after third-party exclusives.
Listen,
and
someone
the
walks into the store.
I didn't notice.
Listen, someone walks into the store. And Puerto Rico, I know you're a very cheap man, right? Motherfucker walks into the store, right? You know,
I haven't.
So whoever walks in, a gamer, casual, whether hardcore, you know what? I think I'm gonna get the PS4 over the Xbox One because they got that Octo deck. That doesn't happen.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh
no, but you're painting a
no,
story.
You're looking at a different
story. Look at it more like this. Look at it like this. A gamer's deciding what console to get. They look online and they hear more trash talking about the Xbox than the PS4.
Bro,
what do you think they're gonna
go? The gamer look online. They're comparing. This is who got the best games.
Just listen. You know what I'm saying? Come on, that's you. That's on you. That's how you.
I'll give you an example. I'll keep it 100. I just feel like this generation has.
No, listen. There's dudes who buy games that don't look.
It goes with both platforms. It's been lacking innovation and it's been lacking new IPs. I feel like a lot of these indie games have been nothing but fillers. You understand what I'm saying?
But honestly, the indie games kind of push innovation, bro.
Of course, yeah.
No, but what I'm saying,
it's a low risk when it comes to.
It's a low risk, yeah.
Okay, but either way, it doesn't make a difference. Oh, fine. But the games that they show, right? People, this was talking about for the purists. They like to screen gameplay over graphics, right? That's especially with Nintendo guys. Gameplay over graphics, right? But you don't know about a game's gameplay till you get the motherfucker in your house. Well, we judge these games by what we see and what they look like graphically. I mean, like let's be honest with you. Them having indie, you guys are acting like Xbox didn't have any indies, okay, or Sony. And again, most indie games are not exclusive. They're gonna come out on both goddamn platform anyway. You know what I mean? Maybe Sony had more at the time, and you know, at the end of the day, they're both like, come on, that's not the swaying factor here. You know what I mean? If you want to say that's
hey, Jen, could I answer you a question real quick?
You can ask me whatever you want.
Check this out. The other reason too that the indies are more noticeable on the shelves is because I'll give you a perfect example.
What do you mean on the shelf? What do you mean?
On the shelf, like on the store. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. There's a game like Shantae, right? The latest one that came out is a top quality game. It's a platformer, yes, but it's in
Shantae like PS4. You got to import that game or some shit.
But when you buy Shantae, right?
How much is it?
You could see it on PlayStation 4 and the Wii, right?
How much
in box? It's a cover. It's a box.
It's
like 30, I think.
No, it's 20. It's 20 bucks.
Okay,
is it 20? But I'm saying they have a physical copy of it right on the shelves in the store. And when people go in, they see, oh, that's only $20, and the game looks decent.
Fine, but do we? Is it even still considered?
Microsoft doesn't have a physical copy of that game. You got to buy it only digitally.
Listen, it's not the same. This is not the
same.
You see what I'm saying? That's not even. It's not the same thing. It's like saying this, right? Because I'm talking about things straight digitally download. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is
so that's not even. I wouldn't even consider that indie anymore. Well. You know what I mean by indie. Let's be clear. I'm talking about low budget.
Low budget games. Yes.
You know what I mean? And if it gets the actual retail release, then that's like a single A game now. It's not like
right. Right.
So
like
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But you won't see a game like Octodad get a physical. There's no.
Oh hell no! No, I don't know. I think there's a physical copy.
Let me give you one example because you keep saying Octodad, but how about Rocket League?
Right, something different.
How popular was that? How popular was that motherfucker? That motherfucker popular as shit.
Bro, I'm not saying that there aren't some indie games that aren't successful. Again, but what I am saying, no, that's not going to. If someone's torn between the Xbox, the PlayStation, whatever, no one's gonna say, you know what? They do like that. That's not being practical. Don't give a fuck whether you're hardcore, softcore, or what. You know what I mean? That's like we say, you know what? I'm not gonna get the iPhone because they ain't got Candy Crush. Like that shit doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not trying to say that's the definitive. What I'm saying is, you know,
They don't
indies
belong on the big stage.
No, what I'm saying indies
right.
help add to the success of a console.
You don't have to
Right.
listen. You don't have to promote. You say performance promotion. You have other ways to promote indie games. You got YouTube. You got they have a
Jen. But again, I asked you, Jen.
Yes.
Check it out. I asked you if the game is like Rocket League, like like the way Porter Rocks. If the game is like Unravel, if the game is like Ori, or to finish it off, what I'm stating, like Cuphead. Do you mind them showing it on the big stage?
Or like trying,
exactly.
Big one.
Right, exactly.
I mean, hell,
you mind them showing them on the big stage?
It's not even new this year. Hold on, I even throw this back because during 360, fucking Microsoft showed Shadow Complex, and that's an Xbox Live Arcade game.
Yeah, because of big quality game.
Right. We talking about now. I want you to do this right here.
That's an arcade.
Okay, fine. Yeah, cool. What's
this is not a new
actually it was $15 a time, but it's a high quality game, right?
Right,
it's a high quality game, but you selling shit like Shovel Knight. You understand what I'm saying? That's 17 minutes of your show. I understand there are.
I agree with you. Porter Rock agrees.
Listen, there are. Listen, what I'm saying today.
Do you mind something like Cuphead on the stage?
They need to show quality.
Yeah. Okay. Listen.
Yeah.
Let me reword what I'm saying. We're not gonna talk about literally or figuratively. Okay, those are high quality, high production games that look well and show well.
So shit like Trine, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Whether those games look well and they show well.
I agree with that.
Okay. But the shit that Microsoft that they were showing.
So you don't mind as long as they look well and show well.
Yeah, I'm not saying
like Cuphead, right?
Okay, look, it looks well and it shows well. But you don't take 17 minutes of your show and talk,
right. Just make it short and sweet.
All right.
The big stage is for the explosions. Boom, 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 boom.
I agree.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, those indies, you know what? Damn, you know what? I'm confused. I get the Xbox or the PlayStation. God damn, they do got that motherfucker.
That's why last year Sony didn't have nothing like that on the stage. Because they didn't have big indie games last year. They had no big indie games. That's why they showed.
They made the show shorter, and I feel like that with every company making a press conference, they shouldn't be 2 hours long if you don't have 2 hours worth of shit to show. Make them shorter, make them sweet, and get up out of there.
Sometimes a lot more effective.
I agree with that.
So I guess in the day, Sony had a great.
What I like about last year's show, they didn't talk about sales or anything or corporate shit. They cut that out for the first time.
I was actually watching it today. It was a dope show with the orchestra, live orchestra. It was pretty dope.
Listen, I've always said Sony does well when it comes to things like that. Maybe because they're in the entertainment business or whatever the case may be.
That's absolutely it.
But like I said, Microsoft used to do things like that well, like far as the commercial. Like when the Xbox One first launched and they was in Rome, you see the fucking car from Forza hauling ass around the corner. Then they had the guys from Rise stomping and the zombies, and you had the big ass Titan in the office. Like Microsoft, they don't really do that there anymore. You know what I mean?
Remember when Cliffy B came in with a fucking chainsaw and shit like that?
right.
Yeah. I don't know who got fired or what got, whatever. But I'm saying at this going forward, this E3,
next gen, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Microsoft having a smaller booth? Because a lot of media has been coming out and saying, Microsoft's doing terrible. They got a smaller booth. They don't have shit to show. We're talking about major outlets talking about the booth size.
I mean, listen, it's you know what? Like I said before, and I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, but even you take these major, whether you agree with it or not, they say that all these experts they always crying, people are biased, but you still they get the clickbait, they get the this refuse this shit. So let's be clear, this okay. Don't get me wrong, 99.9% of this shit is all entertainment to have fun, bug the fuck out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And even what Phil saying he doesn't the console war, there will always be a console war, regardless whatever what I mean. People have their preference, and that's just the nature in man that wants to vow. Hey, my car is my Corvette is better than your Chevrolet. That's been going on since the Hatfields and the McCoys. That will always be there. Now again, with that being said, that's just more clickbait. Now, what the size of their goddamn floor? Look at what Nintendo. What do they have the goddamn show? but no one made, you know what I mean? But it's not.
Well, Nintendo has the biggest.
Well, fine. I'm just talking about last year. When they
Oh, okay. Well, one
Yeah,
game.
but when Nintendo did next
they
gen,
showed
nobody
every-
else can get that off and pull that off.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I'm saying. They
bullshit.
came to E3 with one goddamn game.
They show it one game and they even won.
Yeah,
the
you know,
game
but
of the
being
show,
that
so.
Microsoft has less floor space or whatever for whatever reason,
Yeah.
listen, this was anything to show. They can put nothing but a bunch of multi-plats on that motherfucker, running on the goddamn Scorpio. You know,
Well,
I don't know what was they
next gen. If you paid attention to the schematic, they're around all the other companies like Ubisoft.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't
EA,
make sense.
and I think that was probably deliberate because whatever games are gonna have multi-plat running on Scorpio, they want.
I don't pay shit like that no mind. I look at shit like that just like I said for clickbait because like I said, what sold the PlayStation or what Sony happened in the first 3 years was Bloodborne and The Last of Us Remastered. Nothing else was fucking multiplats. You know what I mean? The better version of the multiplat. So even if they don't come out with 3 exclusives, they can show Star Wars Battlefront, whatever, running in 4K with on the Scorpio. So you know, I just like how the narrative tries to change the media.
But they're gonna have to.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Have to.
But with all my honest opinion, for Microsoft,
if they want to get the message out of the Scorpio so they could do sell someone, they have to do that.
Listen, but like I said, for me, for Microsoft, what I want to do as a fan, as a core that's been here, is stop always reacting to what Sony does. Whether go out there, whether you know, like you said, Apple, remove the fucking headphone jack. Fuck you, pay me. Be what you are. You know what I mean?
Just do their own identity and do their things their way, right?
Like, you know,
do it things their way. Stop trying to counterattack everybody else.
Yeah,
just do you.
Because Sony's out there tongue kissing these indie developers now. You don't got to go behind it because motherfuckers ain't buying these bids for us.
I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Do your own thing. Be what it is. It's like I said, I don't know what happened or who they lost, but even with the revealing of the Xbox, let's be honest.
It's like Nintendo. They didn't give a fuck. They do whatever the hell they want. They don't give a shit. They're like,
but you look at the unveiling, right? This was talking about maybe they lost direction, who got fired. You look at the unveiling, right? And I'm a diehard Xbox guy. But when Sony had their unveiling, they just like people. We have had new hardware about 8-9 years, so us console gamers were hungry. Now, me, I get it. They were talking about the features of what the console can do, and this is why they really got slammed. But people took off work or whatever to see the show, and you guys, I thought TV shit was hot. And what Microsoft do, they padded and scrapped a lot of that shit. You know, because no one just plays games on their console. People took off work to see the actual game of, you know what I mean, what's it going to look like. And you guys just talked about it. And I do say, you know what I'm saying, E3 is going to be all about the games. But if they had broke this shit up, you know, and showed a little bit, you know what I mean, it would probably, you know, that started the fucking backlash before it always online and all that shit. That was the start. That's the VCR box. Oh, you know, where the games, nothing. They all talking about TV. What Microsoft
but that's all fucking street talk. That's all that gamers talking shit.
Well, you know, it was a big
that,
thing.
Jen. And then the media was trying to be funny, going
that was the formation.
No, but that shit hurt him. That shit hurt him.
It did. This was the formation.
Yeah, of course.
That's when I started fighting the goddamn.
It was like when people made fun of PlayStation 3. It was $600.
Yeah,
that it was, you know,
you gotta have 2 jobs to buy it.
It was gonna do 120 fucking frames.
You gotta work longer hours.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But if being realistic, you know, that right there was the start of damage of the Xbox One. Was the you get the first chance to make the first impression.
Yeah,
they fucked up. But this before the DRM, always online, and
that didn't even start yet.
Yeah, that was the you know the
well, you get one chance to do the first impression.
Yeah, and whoever green lighted that there, because again, that's not the casual that's going to see that. You got your hardcore that took over. What's going to sit there in the morning looking at this show. We want to see games. And you gave us nothing but TV. You know, I thought this shit was dope or what the console do, but I'm an Xbox guy. You know what I mean? So it may not be as bad to me.
They show Quantum Break, they show Forza, but I don't know if it was enough.
The last
you know
5 minutes of the show, I saw more Star Wars and The Price is Right than I seen. You know what I mean? Those games. It's being realistic here. You know what I mean? So you know,
I think that's why they did it. I think that's why they did it in the reveal, because they were trying. Because if you go look at their E3, they just showed the games. I think that's why
I'm with you. But by then the damage was already done. You know what I mean?
And absolutely. You're 100% right.
This is how
another thing they didn't do was
and all that shit there. You know, that was just added on to the number. I would tell you,
I don't know if you could agree with me or not. I don't know if you could agree with me or not, and even you guys in the panel. Remember when they said, "Oh, we're going to change it. We're going to do it back like the normal way where you can buy used games." They didn't even push that out. 2 years later, still think that the Xbox had DRM.
It was a bad message.
Let me tell you something. Real shit. The Xbox, and I wish they would have stayed.
Yeah, that's another thing. And then they damage control the DRM. Fucking Donnie D
Yeah.
We got an Xbox for you. It's called the 360. How can
Fuck
you
that.
say
You know
that
what,
to
though?
people?
You know what though? So
That's
you
retarded.
know what? Even before as that, you know what hurt them more than anything. And I wish Microsoft would just stay to their vision, to their guns. I could have traded my games with you digitally. I remember they showed one thing when
Yeah,
this
you
game,
were gonna be able
yo,
to
they
help
were
trade it with 10 people. Yeah.
what's the Shannon Lofton was playing fucking Killer Instinct. She paused the goddamn game, set up a match in Battlefield, sent out fucking mass invites to her friends, and when her friends joined the party, she got an invite, and she went from fucking Killer Instinct to Battlefield, no lag, no load time. That shit blew my mind. I was like, oh shit, and that's some next generation shit. But again, they said they panicked with the DRM and all that bull. I just because listen, if Microsoft would have kept it, you know what I mean, or didn't change, Sony would have had it because they was gonna do the same goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Whether they choose, the papers came out, they were gonna do the same goddamn thing again. But you know what I mean? Even like I said, what hurt Microsoft the most was after all the DRM always online, because who the fuck buys the next one's console? Doesn't have the internet. It was they were $100 more than their biggest competitor.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I
the
mean?
biggest.
Took the goddamn Connect out of the box and gave people choice.
Right.
We might not even be having this goddamn conversation.
Yeah, it would have been a lot closer.
That was more
right.
damaging than the 720p. That shit came a little later on. They started hyping that shit up. They were $100 more than their biggest competitor. You know what I
Or
mean?
device that had no games, which was the
Yeah, you know what I mean? And they should have, took it out
Yeah,
the
because
box.
the Connect was used more like a tool.
Yeah,
more than
that's what.
anything.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They wanted it as a thing.
This damn was a demo. They ain't really had no goddamn games. You could use it with Crimson Dragon.
And Dead Rising, like
Panzer Dragon, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Yeah, like
It
that
was
was
supposed to be used as an entertainment tool.
Yeah, you know what I
It
mean?
was a tool. It was more of a tool that you could also utilize in games if they wanted to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that was, that was
I like
entertainment.
Connect. I think Connect is dope. I like it. I mean,
I do too. Live streaming and and stuff like that.
It was a cool concept. It was a cool concept.
Yeah,
very
I mean,
accessible.
now, as far as motion control gaming, they can keep all that dog shit. You know what I mean? You know, I ain't with that.
I don't really knock motion control too much. It's just I just
not like that. Not in there.
I just feel like it was forced upon.
Motherfuckers have you dancing salsa in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, it could be utilized in different ways. Like, I think they just really went all out and tried to capitalize on Nintendo's success at the time. But
that wasn't even a thing anymore. You got to realize the Connect was very, very
successful.
The most ever, peripheral.
Yeah,
and I get it, but you got to realize again, like that whole motion wave had been faded out.
Now, I think that the price killed it from being excellent though. Like when it first
it was
the
no,
original 360. Do you think it was overpriced?
No, it was successful.
Dude, you know what they needed to do. You know what they needed. Hey, listen, to add to what you said too, Alex, what they needed to do also was they needed to give you two SKUs. They needed to give you one with the Connect and one without. So people had the choice. So they didn't feel like, oh, they're forcing us. You see what I'm saying? And they couldn't do that because of the way that it was constructed. That's the problem.
Console gamer, that $100 is 2 games. You know,
yes.
So again, what I say this to say is again is that would for all the 720p and the DRM. That hurt them more than anything. It didn't. Then the light switch came on. Why I'm paying $100 more for a console that's weaker than this here, quote unquote. And Sony, which was they took the camera out their box. They took the camera out of their box and gave the gamer the option to buy it later on. And listen, check it out, right? And then it went on to be successful for them with far as what do you call that shit? The porn shit at night with PlayStation and all that shit. Cool, right? But like I said today, like me being a YouTuber, and twitching and all that stuff, all that shit is dope. You know what I mean? But you got a lot of they're not into that shit. So, but
when you Skype your family overseas, that shit is hard as hell too. When
you're
doing the green screen shit,
cool. You know what I mean? But
the IR blasters that turn on your entertainment system. So a lot of good shit is there. But you're right; they should have gave us the option.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, this is I asked. Now with the Connect is 1080p, right? Yeah, Connect is 1080p.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't was talking. I'm saying, well, what Microsoft they do, like even from a YouTuber guy's perspective, they create content. They need to do something with Upload Studios. Like, you know what I mean? Like they still got the fucking face.
Yeah, they need to keep
Forza Horizon 2, like in Sunset Overdrive. You know what I mean? I would as far as like I said, what's they say? Should Play Share Factory. Sony shit is a little better. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna bullshit you. They need to do better, and they can what shit can record in 1080p, and that 720p is a little dated right now. It's probably because of the Xbox One's hardware, but I really don't want them to phase that out. We need that
They need to take care of it because it's a really good feature.
Yeah, it is. But they got Beam now too. They use the camera, so like going forward. But I don't know. Do anything you guys want to add to that? And before we get to hell, we've been going to rock about 3 hours in this motherfucker.
I just wanted to know to ask you, which I think you clarified. There was that if it was as long as the game is high quality and they utilize the power of the console, then you don't have no problem them showing it on the stage, but don't take too long. That's basically what
I wouldn't even those games like what you're saying. I mean, could we even really call them indies because they're published by like Microsoft? You know what I mean?
High quality, a lot of money.
Talking about
Right.
indies, like that shit. Come on, bro. Shit like
like the Shovel Knight.
Yeah, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand it. You talking about gamers right now should be outraged. They're charging $20 fucking.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that can run on fucking 6th generation hardware. That right there, I don't understand. What made
they got one coming out called Troll and and it looks like a mid-tier game. $50.
Like this, what I'm talking about was it should be motherfuckers should put or even Microsoft, whoever, Sony should have a quality control because they're making games they're not even taking advantage of the hardware. At least when the 360 and the PS, they would make those arcade games were nice looking games.
Yeah, you're right. Because it's the developers putting the price. They need to have something like, listen, you can't overprice shit like that. You can't do that.
I don't even check the store for new indie games anymore. I ain't buying that shit. You know, man, come on, that shit.
Raiden, remember Raiden when it came out? That shit was fucking $50. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was bugging with that shit, man. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. Yeah, but I don't know. E3, well, we can close with this. Porter Rock, what are you expecting from Sony from E3? You there? P. Diddy, reeking bastard. Alex,
what's up, brother?
What are you expecting from Sony E3? What are you expecting for them to do? So,
I think a lot of
showed a lot. You think they got more up the sleeve? They showed a lot.
They showed a lot, but I think right now it's more about matching, prices right now. Like I guess they'll have to dump down the price on their consoles, both consoles.
Wait, come on stage for a price cut?
Like, yeah, hell yeah. With Microsoft coming out with the Scorpio and all that.
You gonna take over work to watch Sony say, you know what, we're gonna take $20 off it. Come on, give me some.
Oh no, I'm saying like
substance, nigga.
Damn, I mean, God of War is coming out this year. I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. I'm gonna keep saying it. God of War is coming out this year.
I don't think so, but I hope so.
Yeah.
As long as they don't rush it to fuck it up, then that's good for them. But I hope they don't fuck it up.
No, I don't think it's gonna be rushed.
About 2 years after they initially show a game for it to come out.
Right.
We haven't seen much from. All we've seen is that one fucking 15 minutes.
I think at E3, I think from Sony we'll see all the trailers with more gameplay, plus a couple new IPs. I think Sucker Punch will announce their game.
Yeah, I think Sucker Punch will announce a new IP.
New IP.
Come out with another Infamous.
And fuck that game. Don't come out with that trash again.
No, they gotta do something different.
You know what I like to see? I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to see something. But
We'll probably see some Spider-Man gameplay. We'll probably see some Last of Us gameplay, maybe.
Nah, I think it's too early.
That shit was early, just starting. They may have a little bit, but
I think we'll see more Days Gone.
Yeah, I think Days Gone is gonna really be pushed this E3 because that's a game that will come out for sure this year.
No, Days Gone.
No, I think it'll be first quarter next year.
Yeah, 2018 or you know what I'd like to see Sony do? What I would like to see them do with the Pro, and maybe it could be the answer.
Oh, and we're gonna see a VR price cut as well.
Okay,
that's true. Yeah.
No, will be Sony's the one to answer or counter the Pro.
Yeah,
is to because is to. Because the Pro is a very powerful machine. It's 4.2. It's twice as powerful as the standard PS4, but the game doesn't look twice as good. I would like them to see instead of just trying to aim because they can't do both. They can be better with a higher resolution and better graphic textures. I would just rather them do 1080p 60 because it's going to upscale anyway and give us better textures and graphically. You know what I mean?
You mean you utilize it a lot more, intelligently, I guess.
Use it, because it's 4.2. Plus a lot of goddamn mustard on a hot dog inside a console, but they're wasting the system resources on a higher resolution, which doesn't give you better graphics. You know what I mean? It's going to upscale the 4K any goddamn way. So why not just put that bitch 1080p 60 and give us better textures, better graphics?
But then they do that with the boost mode that they just released with the update. That was supposed to. Boost mode was supposed to
frame rate
better. Make the frame rate better in the games.
I'm talking about the graphics, nigga. I'm talking about the bitches with the fat asses and Daisy Duke concerts, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I would rather them do that. You know what I mean? Just Maybe and then maybe like I said, the Pro will probably be more successful if shit like that. You can tell it's gonna fucking upscale any goddamn way. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
What? Let me reverse it on you now. What do you expect Microsoft to come out with, or hope for them to announce?
I expect Phil to come out that motherfucker with a kumbaya shirt with a thong on, some clip flops. Nah, for real, on some real shit though, I expect them to come out and what I don't want them to come out there, that ID playing anywhere shit with Xbox and Windows 10. Give your core, your motherfuckers that made you hot. Give us our Xbox shit, right? You know what I mean? And you know, at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Every game they show, maybe do a side by side comparison. That'd be dope. Showing it running on the Scorpio, how much look better compared to the standard time. Shit like that, you know what I mean? To that's how you nail that thought home. We could talk about the performance, but giving a side by side comparison, you know what I mean? You know, hey, it still looks good on the Xbox One S or whatever, but this isn't running on the Scorpio. They kill it, you know. Well, they show a whole bunch of multiplats or not, but that would fucking kill it. You know, I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
They to give you my thoughts real quick, they definitely need to show the games. Touch upon earlier when you said what do you think they need to do to like compete better is market them a lot more aggressive and also bring out more AAA quality games early as well and spread it out through the whole year as opposed to just having them late in the year.
They're gonna have a challenge at hand. I'm telling you, having this Scorpio coming out. Sorry for cutting you off, but having this Scorpio come out, your message is what? Are you leaving the Xbox One S gamers alone?
No, I don't think so because everything.
That's what I'm saying. It's a big task at hand. It's a big.
Why you say that though? The Sony fans ain't feeling we've been left alone with the Pro.
Yeah.
I mean, Sony ain't never really pushed out the Pro to be number one anyway. They pushing out. You never see no commercial on TV that said, they showed the game that they just released and they showed the Pro alongside at the end because all Sony's commercials when it ends it shows the PS4 regular. But
now you see them push out Pro and say, "Oh, the world's more powerful console." That you see it now.
I haven't seen any commercials that show the Pro.
Yeah, they have a couple. They
had a couple of them already.
But I think it's because they know Scorpio's coming and they want to stay relevant. Obviously,
look at Sony's unveiling of the PS4 Pro. They gave you side by side. You know what I mean? And maybe
now with the Sony, they're gonna have to definitely make a price cut of the VR. The VR
gotta get dumped down in price.
They put a lot of money in that, and they need to get some type of something back.
Yes.
And then the Pro, obviously, since Microsoft is going to announce the price of the Scorpio,
$500.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they're gonna cut the price. It's still gonna be $400.
Announcement. No, I think it'll be like either.
Maybe $4.
See, Jan, because the thing is, everything is compatible. Since everything's compatible with the console, to be honest with you, they could just release the box.
Yeah. I'm saying, but
just the box. You want to buy just the box?
Sony doesn't really have an incentive, like I've always said before, to get a price cut to anything because it's still selling. You don't start seeing price cuts until shit ain't.
Yeah, because they're the market leader. They don't really have to work as hard. That's what Alex was touching on. That's what Alex was talking about. They got more work to do.
It's gonna cost more to do
with the Scorpio.
It's gonna be $500.
But I think it'll be $450 or $400. Look, the only way they can sell it for $500 is if the games are really that drastic.
And that's what they're saying.
Where people can see it visually.
Yeah,
but if they can see it visually, you know what? I know it's $500. Yeah. Something like in category as PC, so it's worth it. You see what I'm saying?
PC texture.
And that'll definitely sell. But if it's something that you're not really gonna see it, hell no. Ain't nobody gonna go buy like to pay more than $300 more. They're not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen.
But what they're saying though, from everything it's going to be games graphically.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They should show all their games. Yeah, show
side by side.
All that stuff. Showing
everything high texture. Ultra.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
You know what I'm looking forward to, and this is for both Microsoft and Sony. Like this is off topic, but when it comes to streaming, their press conferences, I think they should have interactions with the press conferences. If you're watching it on your PlayStation or your Xbox. Have like a question.
Oh yeah.
Like X, whatever it is.
That's a good idea. Absolutely.
And when VR comes out on both consoles, I feel like if you could watch it in VR, that'd be dope as well.
If
you can stream it in 4K, I'll stream it in 4K. You know what I'm saying? Like
give
make
you
different options go up.
Didn't Sony have a 4K stream for their unveiling of the PS4 Pro?
I don't remember.
No. That was that's when they unveiled the. Yeah, that's when they unveiled the PlayStation.
Did you buy the VR?
Yeah, I did, but I returned
Okay,
it.
okay, fine. You know the biggest problem with VR, real shit,
What's that?
is that it doesn't show well. You know what I mean? We
That
watching,
and
we
that
watching
and
you
the
playing
fact
on
that it
TV.
can't be social. VR,
Yeah.
if VR could be social, let's say, imagine this: that you go in it, right, and you know how you see the party chats on the on the tiles,
Yeah.
on the put on the headset, right, and we see everybody like your avatar, whatever. And I see next gen, yo, what up? And when you talk, you see the mouth moves and all that shit
Yeah.
while you're in that VR headset, and they can make it more social.
You know, I mean,
Then
of
it
course,
needs
that
to be
probably
more
could be
social
done with
because when you put it
software.
on, you feel singled out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what I mean by
Right
that
now,
is that
multiplayer
with the games that they
and social.
show, with the games that they show, VR is more of an experience. You playing it for the experience, and us by us sitting at home, we can't truly experience. You know what I mean? The experience. You know, we can't. You know, feel what they're
Oh yeah,
feeling.
to show it on stage is hard.
Find-
That's hard. I don't know if they'll ever.
Oh, you breaking up?
Yeah, yo, you're gonna have to leave and come back.
You might breaking up and shit. And,
But
you know,
as far as VR goes, there's a lot of things I didn't like when I bought it. Like
No.
I'll sit here. Yeah, you good. I'll sit here and unlocking a trophy or whatever, and you won't even see what you unlocked through VR. You have to take off the headset and watch it on your
yeah.
regular TV.
Yeah,
Like there's
that's
a lot
fucking
of
retarded.
there was a lot of little nonsense that I was just like, what the hell they did with this? But as
That's
far as the
right.
experience, like next gen was saying, the experience is where it's at. I like the experience. It's just there wasn't enough out at the time, and I'm starting to see a lot more games roll out on the PlayStation Store.
But it's
I
not
think
price,
for me it was just a little bit too late. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's that you know what VR probably can really shine, and I said it's not besides trolling and shit. And I said when they first started like the year before it came out that it wasn't going to be successful. Because of the price, and it didn't have any must-have software. Like cheesy as the goddamn Connect was, but everybody know about Connect Sports that the casuals will gravitate to. You know what I mean? That's what brings these companies money. It's not us the hardcore, the diehards. A casual guy, I don't give a fuck what, is not going to go out there and spend $500. You know what I mean? And to play, which costs more than your goddamn console. Sony should have put out. They would have done the Slim and the Pro, and maybe put the VR out maybe 7 months later or something. You know what I mean? That was just too much fucking hardware in between October and December. You got 3 new fucking items on the track: Slim, Pro, and VR. Ain't no way in hell,
I mean, Microsoft's about to step in that category as far as VR goes. They've been stating it since E3. I just hope, you know what I mean, they don't waste too much time in it.
HP is making, I think it's a $300 headset. They're not straddling that shit like Sony did. He spent $600 billion. You know what I mean? $600 billion. So they had to, the quarterback this shit before third parties hop online.
Yeah, and if I'm Microsoft, I feel like I would I'll team up with somebody who's already in that VR space.
The Vive in the Oculus.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
wait,
go
hold
crazy.
on. Hey, Alex.
What's up, bro?
You got any last words, bro? You got anything to say real quick?
No, you go. That's all.
Oh, hey, next gen, cut this motherfucker's mic off. This nigga showing the switch. Cut his shit off.
I'm showing the failure stuff.
Yo, he being disrespectful in the chat. I mean, in the podcast. Like, yo, shout out to MVP,
Oh, that's
man.
the video where everything fails.
Hey, Puerto Rock, MVP shit done failed on him, man.
The what? The Switch?
Yeah, I told niggas like y'all niggas got the money shit.
I feel bad for him. Like, yo,
I don't fuck his goat petting ass, man. Told him to buy that shit. He said this Switch is gonna be that fire.
They actually just released a whole bunch of Neo Geo games, and it's just like they overpriced, bro.
They want $40 for fucking Street Fighter, bro.
Yeah.
I played it at that
that shit was $5 on the 360.
Yo, but that shit ain't even worth the money, man. It's not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They want $50 for Bomberman.
$50 for they want $50 for Minecraft. A $20 game. That's insane.
That shit, man.
But they did show Mario Kart the other day.
Look at this shit.
They had like anniversary just pop off.
Yo, fuck off. Look at
that shit look dope.
This right here, raw as hell, man. I paid $25. This shit right here, hot.
Hey, next gen on Xbox Live Arcade, how much is Bomberman? What, $10?
Yeah. They want $50 for this.
Yeah.
Wait. How much is Street Fighter?
Huh?
$5.
Yeah, $10 when it came out. That shit fucking $40 on fucking, and that's wild. We talking about anti-consumerism. Then they took the day Pitsu. Like, yo, you know what's crazy? People get the hell out of here. But they have, the Switch is having issues, right? But with the left
That's what I.
Joy-Con.
That's what I said, Jen. I said.
You breaking up? Yeah, how about hop back in? But the Joy-Con.
Jen, can you hear me?
No, you got to hop out and hop back in. How about hop back in? You're bad again. Did they having issues with the left Joy-Con, and they give a list of things they're giving. I don't know what it's about. They're giving it things that give interference. They got the cell. You can't have your cell phone by it, but you need your goddamn cell phone to do the online voice chat with the goddamn console. Like that shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, yo, these motherfuckers. Why you talking about? That's a dog.
Yeah, but you know what's the real funny thing about that? Apparently, some phones interfere with the Joy-Cons.
That's what they said.
That's
just crazy. Yeah, you need the.
So you need the phone to voice chat.
Yeah,
but you can't play a game when you're voice chatting.
Yeah, that shit. Wow, man. Man, you know what? But the Nintendo diehards are gonna fucking. I don't understand, man. Shit, bro. If that was Microsoft, or I was more of an Xbox guy or whatever, I would say fuck you. That's a dog shit product. I'm lying. That shit horrible.
Hey, Jed, it's like I said before. The idea of the Switch is amazing. It's fantastic, but the execution is all wrong. It's too anti.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's amazing? Tell me, explain. What do you mean by amazing? By how?
Meaning the idea that if you want to play your games, that you play the AAA stuff at home, then you just take it which one to go. That's dope.
I think that's false advertisement.
Well, it is because some of the games don't even play on the dock, and you can't play it while it's charging, and it only gives you 3 hours with games that are high demanding.
I think right now they're going through the beta stage. Come November, they'll have this shit more cleaned up. And if they don't have it cleaned up by November, I don't know what to say about it.
I think it's going to take way longer. They're not going
to have those AAA games on this.
Yeah. There's already anemic. The guys from Mass Effect, the guys from I forgot who else. They already said that. Oh, from Titanfall, so that shit ain't coming to the Switch. You bug.
No, you know what I mean?
They can't handle it. It's not because they're being fanboys or hating on the platform. They just can't do it.
But the key words when EA said they had to make a custom version of FIFA, and that states the issue. Whenever developers have to go out of their way
and spend more money
to shoehorn something on your platform, whether it's a hit or miss or not. It's not gonna do well.
I want to see how NBA 2K is gonna run on it.
That's not 2K.
They haven't even confirmed that yet either, right?
No, it's out. They got it. It's confirmed.
How could you play 2K with one Joy-Con? That's not 2K. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, I'm saying, like for me,
like how it runs on it.
Yeah, I want to see how it's gonna run. Like that's just gonna be pretty dope. But
I don't know. It's gonna have the 360 and the PS3 version.
I don't know. I like to see what they pull off.
Now that you're showing that, Alex, those games there, I bet Sony needs to show release dates for all those games.
That's what I'm saying. I can't wait for this, man.
I know a lot of Xbox fans slam Sony for this for showing games but it gets me. I looked at it. It gets the fans excited. I don't mind.
You're right, Jen. But Xbox can't do the same thing because when Xbox does it, they get slandered for it. Sony's different. They don't,
I think Xbox is slammed for showing games and then canceling them.
Yeah.
That's when they get slammed. When they show it, you got to stick your guns to it.
That's one thing. But remember when they did Quantum Break, Porter Rock? Remember they showed it at the reveal, and then it took longer than they expected. And I think that was because of what Next Gen said, because they were trying to port it to PC through the thing. And that shit made it longer, and people, scrutinize them.
Long ass time to make games. That's just Remedy.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. Yeah, Remedy's like that. They did it with Alan Wake. They took a long ass time with Alan Wake.
Yeah, but what killed fucking Quantum Break was they
made good games, but it take long.
What killed Quantum Break was no online. I still say that to this day.
It didn't need online. What online?
It didn't need it. Yeah, it didn't need it.
We know that. You know what I'm saying? Or you guys played it, and the hardcore played it. But a lot of casuals love Xbox Live. They want to play online. They want to play. They want games.
I have
casual friends that wouldn't give that game a time of day, and it wasn't because of a Eurogamer article. It was because when I told them it doesn't have online, they're like, "Fuck that."
Hey, I think they had to axe that off because of the movie thing. They put a lot of money into the movie thing, believe it or not. That's why they had to do that. But you're right. If they would have put a mode where you could use your powers competing against each other, kind of like what they did with Uncharted, at least it's there and it gives it a little bit more appeal, and people would not be so hesitant to buy it. But I still think it's a dope game.
I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, and I guess I'll close it out my comments with this. I can't wait for the new hardware. At the end of the day, whatever Microsoft decides to show come E3 or before E3, I'm excited for it because I'm a tech head. I love new hardware.
What price point y'all think it's going to be?
I told you 500.
I think it's 500.
I think 450 or 300 if they do a base model, since you could use all.
300?
For 6
Yeah, but I'm explaining to you. The reason why is if they do like a base model where you just get the console because you could use all your existing stuff. That's why. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
I'm gonna say this though.
No,
I don't think they're gonna release like a 500 gig model. I think it's gonna be
Straight terabyte. It can't go backwards.
oh hell no, they can't do nothing smaller than at least 3 terabytes or 4. They can't. There's no way.
Yeah, because
especially if the games are gonna be real 4K.
Yeah,
you know
that's
how big
just
those. Do you know how much file is gonna take? And yeah, I know it has external hard drive support.
No, but still, some people don't. Not everybody wants that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You have to spend like another $150.
At a minimum, it should be 2 terabytes. At a minimum.
Yeah.
Do you see Microsoft coming out with any other new services coming to E3?
New services?
I don't think so.
They got Game Pass.
I think that's why they announced the Game Pass early because they're not gonna do anything else.
Yeah.
You know what? They probably got some shit. They're gonna charge you 99 cents to sing Kumbaya to train you how to sing that shit. Fucking faggots.
He gets so mad at Microsoft. This guy's crazy.
Yeah, he loves Microsoft, dude. Shit.
Why would you do if fucking Phil Spencer shows up because Sony's conference on Monday? They show up. Phil Spencer shows up on stage on Sony's conference. Be like, "Hey, gentlemen, I want to show y'all Windows 10 on PlayStation."
Hey, bro.
I would be like, "I'm done."
Oh God.
You have no shame.
Yo, that dude has no shame. He's like, he starts smiling with his little cardigan. Hey guys, I want to show y'all Windows 10.
It
hurts.
Smile he has.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, it hurts people like me and Jen because, and even all day probably because we're hardcore gamers from the back in the day.
Can't make him have a heart attack though.
Hey, yo, listen, listen.
We will have to call him. Like, yo, Kate, you alright? He's like, I'm dying. Like Sanford and Son, I'm coming to see you.
Hey, no, look. I know it's bad. Yo, remember when he just did the fucking interview on the fucking ID, whatever, Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Right.
Unlocked.
So I know I am the boss in Xbox.
But he said,
part of the gaming community.
Yeah, he said he's a gaming industry first.
Yeah.
Right. He feels part of the community.
I'm part of the fucking weirdo.
You're going too hard on him, but I get you.
No, I'm not, man. That shit is weird.
I mean, I could see Microsoft come out with a 500 gigabyte SKU and making you change the hard drive on it, kind of like what Sony does right now.
Now you might pop in the top.
No, they probably just do like a external.
250 SSD.
Yeah.
To the USB. Now that shit, I'm not opening my console.
A 250 SSD.
Oof, I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be have an SSD drive. That would be hot.
Like a solid state. I don't know. It's expensive.
You know how fast that machine will run though?
They probably have to put it in, but it's expensive. Damn, solid state.
For us,
that's what I'm saying. 500 solid state.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like put it in, then charge 5. Yeah, I can see that.
Even I guess if they do that shit to justify charging extra $50 for this console, hard drives are very old tech. Like them shits is dirt fucking cheap. You know?
Yeah. The solid state ones though are not. Those shits are.
They do that shit on purpose. Like,
I know. Because it's new tech. Because it's new tech. I know.
It's very old. You know what I mean? That shit been around forever. That shit ain't got to cost.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about this SDs being speed wise. Like it's a lot more efficient. That's why they do it. But you're right. They do it because they want to get that money. You're right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But that will be fucking dope though. But I guess with that we get the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to everybody that rocked out with us today, man. A great show, man. It should be ended on a peaceful note. We all
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, but thank you guys. We'll get you guys next week. And if your grandmother got a fat ass, give me my number.
Stupid. You retarded.